Always trying to see through your flaws, 'cause I know that you got so much more to give. You made a real mess, but I miss you though, 'cause I can go to sleep when I'm alone again. Say you wanna fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama, but I'm not ready to give in. Every time I see a glimpse of your good side, I start wondering how I could make it last a little longer. Say you wanna fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama, but I'm not ready to give in. Only on from now.
Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. They say I'm dangerous, 'cause I broke all their cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Alive can't put me in a box. I redefine any definition you got. I am the tiger, I'm making steps to the top. The flames, I whip it up, you just gotta hand me the rock. Take a seat, you cannot stand it. All I know, the flow harder than a Scotch bonnet. Don't try studying me, you cannot manage. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat. You'll be a fan when I start rapping. Way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious. Release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blown me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon. Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn. And I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted. Can't copy, printed. Can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoke it into existence. So consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap when I be spitting this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay, won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. Coming for the throne. Coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. Storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the.
Everyone, and good evening. Welcome to the second day of Rival Play-ins. And up first tonight we have Concerto versus Pandora, looking to make the gauntlet run all the way through into play-ins. Tonight, joining me, I've got Jesse alongside me in the booth. Welcome to the stream, Jesse.
Yeah, hello. I'm really nice to have us. Really nice that you have me here. Really excited for the series today because I will be casting two of them actually. So what is going to happen tonight is we're going to have 3 games that will be played inside of that Rivals play-in, where it's going to be loser is out and everyone is trying to fight their way over. So for now, we're going to have Concerto versus Pandora starting off. The winner of that will be playing versus a team, and the winner of those matches will also be playing for a spot inside of the playoffs. So we're gonna have lots of best of 5s for today to cast, but first we're gonna have the game Concerto versus Pandora. And what do we know about Concerto versus Pandora, Kingsman?
Well, we know obviously Concerto finishing 5th in Glacies with a run of 38-34, coming in off a loss, and Pandora on a 34-38, placing 6th in Ignis, coming off a loss-draw win. Obviously, there's been a week or two in between gameplay. We wouldn't have been able to see scrims in between that. So teams developing, but now we can look at stats, player stats, and see and give us an insight of which team might take the edge.
Oh, we're definitely gonna see, and I mean, just take one more look at the team stats for a moment. Like, a thing I noticed very quickly is that the fact that even though Pandora didn't win as much games as, for example, Concerto did, all their games were with a bit more goals as well. You see, for example, on the Pandora side, you see that the goals they had against them were like 40 more. Like, that really is like high goal games against them. They didn't have that much of a differential in like goals for them. So what I noticed is I think that Pandora, when they play in a game, they're gonna have more goals themselves and even more goals against them. So let's see. Maybe their defense is not on point. Maybe their defense is on point this time. And that is what is going to help them develop into more. Now jumping into roster stats. And I think Kingsman is going to have you guys also a bit of a notice about that.
I do, especially being in Rivals, seeing some of these teams. Well, obviously only Concerto I've played. Obviously for Concerto you've got Bondab, Renko, Tomo and Young Racer. Bondab with 69 goals, 92 saves, and 64 games, being the real seem to be leader of the team in goals, obviously, and saves. With Renko being close behind on saves and Young Racer, those two basically being tied, and with the whole team having a 50% goal participation rate, it seems to be a whole team effort for this Concerto side. But looking over into Pandora, you have Mash, Taran, Cameron, and Ethan. All with pretty not booming high stats, but all good stats around. Mash and Torin sharing good amount of goals, good amount of saves, and once again 50% participation rate. So both teams looking like they can use that 3-man team in this series today, and we'll see how these plays link up.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams, of course, they're having a bit of a, like, one man basically carrying them out, but at the same time, every single player having their part in the game, doing whatever they are going to try and do. And we see teams actually joining in right now. I think that we are going to be starting off very soon, and there we go. I think we're going to have our game on, and loser is going to be out. The best of 5 series will be starting off, so I'm really excited seeing what these two teams can do. We see already a lot of pressure here for the red side. Gonna try to make something work, but not yet a real chance has been occurred.
Yeah, 12 seconds in, looking to be all the pressure at the minute. And that is a beautiful goal from Torrin to put Pandora 1 goal up, as that's spawned up straight to Ethan and straight up Torrin to dunk it into an empty net. 1-0 Pandora.
Yeah, that's pretty easy goal. It's only 16 seconds went on, and that's just already the goal taken on. See if the blue side can recover from this, because, I mean, it is a best of 5 after all, so you have a lot of time to do. That's an awkward miss there from Bondab coming in. Instantly the ball gets hit up high, and I mean, Renko gonna have himself a chance at actually making this work. Puts it almost in there, but Torin with a good save gets blocked.
Yeah, and now we're seeing the aggression from Concerto, looking to pull back that 1-goal deficit. Is Torrin taking it from the corner, beaten by a Young Racer, and that could be in, and that's a miss! Oh, that's an unlucky miss from Ethan, and the ball just floats into the net, tying up the game.
has really far scoring here. You see Young Racer with a nice little butt shot right there. Completely missed, unfortunately, by the player from Pandora. But I mean, they had still 1 goal to their side, so it's not the end of the world. Them actually getting to that 1-1. Let's see if there's any shots at the fast goal yet again, because for now there's only 50 seconds gone and there are already 2 goals scored. That's not a thing you see quite a lot. Maybe you do see that quite a lot inside of this rival series, but I haven't seen too much of all of these games in this tournament. Oh, nice shot. Bondik with a beautiful save. Is going to try to dribble it around, but it's still just, it gets thrown away.
Yeah, some good clears here from Concerto now on the back line after scoring that equaliser. And fun fact for everyone watching, this is the same amount of goals scored going into Game 3 for the other series played at this stage yesterday, which was 2-0 in overtimes. But now we're seeing Pandora looking to take the lead here, as that goes straight over to Mash, who just leaves the ball. There's no one really awkwardly there, as Ethan bangs it middle, but cleared away by Racer for the blue side. As Torrent straight away onto it, seeing a lot of pressure from Pandora now.
It's almost thrown in, but a save from Young Racer. Really well played there for the blue side. They're trying to hit it away, and they're definitely able to do so. Drenko, nice little follow-up, is going to get a 50 again, but it gets thrown a bit too high for him to follow it up with. Young Racer tries to follow it up, gets a shot on target, and that's almost a goal taken. Still a 1-1 scoreline, but the pressure is on. The blue side scores a goal. Renko, what a goal is that?
Yeah, brilliant save here from Mash to keep out Young Racer, but Ethan with a backflip just gives Renko the open net, and Concerto taking back the lead after going 1-0 down, and looking like they had all the defensive pressure. But that's a good kickoff, and Renko could make it 3, but Ethan stays composed on defense and stops Concerto from taking the 2-goal lead.
Now it's stopped, but chances are for sure going to be there still for the side of Pandora to keep this one up. That's going to be Ethan following it up, picks up the full boost, going to try to hit it center, but it's a bit too far for it to be followed up with. Young Racer dribbles it all across, and now it's the blue side having a bit of an attempt, but it gets thrown away yet again, so it's a bit the battle of the midfield right now. Not really any pressure taken in this goal scene. There comes another shot, but it's Bodep getting it away.
Yeah, some good pressure from Pandora, who look to get it. As soon as I say that, Mash with a perfect 50 into the bottom left corner.
Yeah, very well played. You see that hit coming in. Young Racer, a bit of an awkward miss there, but Mash doing what he's supposed to do in that sense, in that 50, getting it done and getting it through, and that will be a 2-2 now, with the score being tied up yet again. I think that is also what I've said earlier. Pandora, like, they have been getting those games where there's a lot of scoring in there, so that's what we're seeing yet again, as Bondek almost does it there for Concerto, almost getting it through. Ethan will be trying to hit it away with this 2-2, and just 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. There comes the clear. Tyson trying to follow it up, or Tarin, never mind, will be getting blocked there by Renko. Tries to follow it up, tries to go for an initial bump or something like that, but it's just all, again, the battle of the midfield.
Yeah, complete battle of the midfield now, as we see Pandora once again on the attack, looking to get back the lead of this series. It's Racer now clearing it down. Torrent waiting middle. That's another good touch from Racer, who doesn't have the boost to follow up, as he gets the ball again after a clear for match. Ethan misses again in this series. A lot of mistakes from him this series, hoping they don't continue consistently. Renko now with a lovely air dribble. That could be going in, but Torrent, beautiful save to prevent Pandora Concerto taking the lead. And once again, we're looking at the battle of the midfield, Jesse.
Once again, it's just hitting back and forth, but then there's always an attack that sneaks through for some reason, so just waiting for the chance, waiting for the opportunity to come. That's almost a shot from Mass, almost a center as well. Just a bit of an in-between thingy, as Tarin hits it up high by that demo. Tries to put it back, but the blue attacks yet again. 45 seconds remaining. Gets a good follow-up from Renko. Bondek is there to also do it. That's almost a center, but Tarin hits it away. The last line of defense to do anything. Just hits it through. Young Racer gonna hit it up high. Mesh tries to follow it up. That's a good pop, but Renko tries to get it away. It's not a great clear, but it's still some damage coming in, so that's the attack that's just blown away.
Yeah, it's just like we're playing tennis at this point, waiting for teams to get a point, just smashing it to the other half, expecting what's a miss. But now Renko with a very good 50 to set up potentially a Concerto attack, but Ethan immediately there. Looks full of double commit though from Pandora. And it looks like there's a minute, Ethan's there. And 4 seconds left, the double commit has turned into a goal, Jesse.
Yeah, I mean, you had 1 minute 30 remaining, but if a goal is scored in the last few seconds, that of course counts for like 100 times this time. Because with 4 seconds remaining, I don't necessarily know if there's a lot of chances still here for the Concerto side to make this one work. I think Pandora might have this one in the back, and with that hit, it gets it even clearer. 1 second, is this Rocket League or is this not? Oh, that's almost a goal, but it will be Pandora who secures that 1-0. And they will be moving on, or not moving on yet. We have a best of 5 to go on, but they're at least a step closer to actually getting it all done.
Yeah, and that was a completely good save from Torren at the end to prevent Young Racer's air dribble of finding the back of the net. And after a very hit and miss game 1, Pandora take the 1-0 lead in the series. As we look towards the stats, 6 saves from obviously Pandora and 3 from Concerto, showing the obviously offensive pressure Concerto had. With, I think, 8 shots compared to Pandora's 6. So it's a good start for both teams, and looking to build on momentum will be Pandora.
But exactly, like, maybe Concerto should be the ones converting their goals right now, and if that happens, they might be good for getting themselves a win in, but it's Pandora who secures the 1-0, and with 2 more games, they will be facing Yoruba in the next game, so that could be a possibility. Of course, we have a whole play-in to play tonight, so these 2 teams would have to win 3 best of 5s in a row in order to secure their playoffs run, and they will be facing better and better opponents as time goes on, because of the fact that, of course, you are going to get yourself on the left side of the bracket, so you will have to win more games if you place lower on the leaderboard. So you're going to face teams that are going to be playing harder, and that's, of course, as we all know, Kingsman, that's a really hard one to pull off.
Yeah, it is, but within these 5 playoff runs we've actually seen it done by one team, Masai for Challenger, I believe it was, last week, which was a very impressive show. But as we were told by Mac at the end of the stream in the casting booth, it is so mentally exhausting to do the full run. And we're only 1 game down in our first best of 5. So who knows how this could go. But Pandora taking the lead, it will be crucial for them to take the lead, because what we've seen a lot is teams that take the lead in these first series, taking the momentum and pushing through to go on to the next round.
Yep, exactly. But the thing you also need to think about, of course it's exhausted, but the fact that you have kind of been preparing yourself for it, like kind of just, if you have already played 2 games, you're gonna be a bit more warmed up than the other ones are. Of course you're gonna be practicing in your own free play, you might have a scrim before, but you know, it is just going to be all depending on also who is warmed up, who is ready. And if you've already played those 2 series, you're definitely going to be a bit more prepared than the other ones are. As we speak, we're going to go in. And it's 1-0 now for the side from Pandora. They're trying to secure themselves the 2 and maybe even the 3rd win. But this can all be over very soon, but at the same time can be going on forever.
Yeah, and that's a quick start from Concerto, looking to build on that loss, and that's a save already from Ethan. As that's a good 50 for Renko. Straight to the corner, straight to Bondab, in fact. As Ethan now getting a good clear with no pressure from Concerto from that. As Racer now looking for Bondab in the midfield. Almost beats Torren, but Torren, nice strong card to ensure that they do not take the lead. But there's all the pressure from Concerto at the moment.
Yeah, Concerto having so much pressure, and that's what we also seen in the first game. They just couldn't convert it into a goal. This might be a chance, and Renko, it's good for that first goal. I mean, there was not much you can do after Young Racer dribbles the ball right here, beats that, and then with that center ball, like, what can you do in this point where you're not in that position to do anything about it? Renko with a beautiful goal to get it in, and that's a 1-0 lead instantly here for Concerto. Now the kickoff will be put up. Let's see who's going to be able to win it as Ethan dribbles it through. Will pick up the boost, and there's already Tollerson flying in. Almost a goal there, but a save for the side from Concerto.
Yeah, and especially after going 1-0 down, they would have wanted to build quickly because they had no offensive pressure in the first minute. But we're seeing some spark from them suddenly as they look to obviously push on in their series. As Bondab 50 with Mash. Mash getting the better of it though. Straight to Racer. Beats 1 over Ethan as well. Straight to Bondab. Is Renko there to follow up, or does dunk by Ethan? Dunked by Renko. That's awkward as Mash misses. Torrent on his own. 50 boost, and he just gets it over. But Renko is there immediately to make sure. And that's just another boom downfield as Torrent is there. Almost gets the redirect, but not enough power, not enough tilt to get it towards net.
Oh no, that's an own goal. Oh, that's something you don't like to see. But you see, Torrent, he almost did it there. Then Mesh with his shot. But, I mean, this is a one you would rather not want to see. That's not what you're looking for, Young Racer. Did a lot of good things so far in this series. But this is really unfortunate for him. The 1-1 now, tying the game up, as that's a good thing, of course, for the Pandora side, because they're already one game up. They want to end the series very quickly, potentially also in a 3-0. I mean, that's what they would be looking for. For us, it will be more excited seeing some longer series, but I mean, for the teams, it's probably just better to end it in a lot further than it actually is. That's a good shot, Wrong Racer, completely like vanishing the mistake he made earlier, because that's a crucial shot he had to make.
Yeah, and he finds perfectly just to beat Mash on the goal line. And I think his teammates are saying to him, alright, you made the mistake, but you've scored now. Can't doubt that, as once again, Concerto take the lead in this game. But once again, Pandora getting the better kickoff, but it's straight to Renko. As, oh no, Bondab has bumped Renko, giving Pandora possession, but Torrent throws it away as Ethan and Masha are just bumping each other in defense. Not very good 15 seconds for both teams there, Jesse.
Oh, that wasn't a too good one, but that's almost a shot. And now the save players are obviously gonna grit back into this game, because I mean, mistakes happen, but if you grit back when you need to, that's gonna be it. Okay, we see the bumps coming in again for the blue side. They're not really happy with each other at this point, because I mean, that's basically screws your whole defense up. That's a demo coming in, but no real follow-up as the blue side tries to get it back into the red one. Bondage follows it up, but there won't be a hit, or Bondab. No, never mind. Always going into that train, but Ethan hits it up high. There's again a pass. Torrent tries to follow it up, but unfortunately wasn't able to do so.
Yeah, and it's once again Pandora on the attack, and that could have gone in, but obviously just scaving the post. And we've seen a lot of pressure from Pandora. And as you said with the bumping in that's just down to communication. And if these guys want to go the whole way, their communication is going to need to increase, as people obviously get fatigued and tired. But now that's straight to Torrent. We've seen a lot of these aerial passing plays from Pandora straight to Torrent. But Ethan up now, just 50'd by Renko. Absolutely perfect 50. It allows him to get another touch, and almost, I think, a double commit from Pandora. Or I'm just talking complete crap. But that's middle for Pandora. Pass is there, but there's no one to follow up, and it's just a simple clear for Renko. As Bondab now beats one. Can he beat Mash? No, Mash beating clinically. And it's just throwing the ball away at this point for both teams.
Again, they're just gonna try to get it back every single time, but it's like all shots that have some loose ends, because there's not really any follow-up for it. You see at this one, Torrent has to follow it up from himself. He would have loved to have a teammate actually follow that up. Now Mesh gonna go for a solo play. Almost gonna get it, but that's yet again a save from Bondab coming through. Renko beats one, tries to beat the second. He gets it over, but there's no one. We yet again to follow it up. Mesh there, just completely saving it, driving it away. Torrent tries to get a center, which is 50 seconds remaining. Pandora should be able to do anything. They should be doing something at this point, otherwise they might be getting themselves destroyed there. They might be getting themselves that 1-1, which they of course would not want to have. Torrent tries to center it yet again, beats one. The demo comes through, but there's no one to follow it up. 30 seconds remaining. Yet again, the ball gets hit up. Ethan not gonna have anyone follow it up. Blue side gets a little bit of a passing play, but Bondak isn't being reached.
Yeah, now we're seeing Pandora fully on the attack as they try and prevent losing game 2 and tying the series. That's Bondab under control. Ethan, good flick, and the ball drops down, but he doesn't get the best touch. Mash now, Renko with a nice save, gets his Saviour medal and keeps Pandora out, as this is going to be pulled away by Bondab. And Concerto comfortably take game 2 and tie up the series 1-1.
1-1 coming out, and Concerto, they're finally converting, as we've first mentioned. That's where they had some troubles with, and this series we see the exact opposite. We see 5 saves coming out for the Concerto side. It was most of the time actually the attacks coming out for the Pandora side, with them also having 4 shots to work with. Ethan didn't have himself a lot of shots to work with, so we are just going to get ourselves a bit of a bit of freedom now to actually do it. We see there's also them calling for a timeout because of lagging, but I think he got it back as well. But I mean, you see 6 shots for the side from Pandora now, 5 shots for the side from Concerto, but they are the ones converting this time into actually winning this game. So a good new addition to this team, and that's maybe also going to be the main story of this game. Who is going to be able to convert the most goals? Because both teams getting their opportunities, but most likely with that team play, which we mentioned earlier, with the communication, sometimes not able to get it.
Yeah, but once again, we're seeing Concerto's defense holding strong, with Renko having 3 saves and Young Racer and Bondab having 1 each. It just shows that their defense was very good in that second game, and it just proves to Pandora that they might have most of the offensive pressure all game, but they might not just be obviously the best at shooting, but they can save. This Concerto team can make defensive, and the series looking at is at the minute, we might be going to a game 5 as you wanted.
Yeah, that's going to be the best, of course, for a stream to actually do it. They're asking for the maximum time limits of actually having the pass to work with, so we're definitely gonna go ahead and have a bit of a break, so we have some time to actually chat. Well, the thing you have mentioned earlier, Kingsman, was also the fact that, I mean, if you are gonna play yourselves more series, that even though your communication right now isn't that on point, how is it going to be when you've played 3 series, when you've been so exhausted, when you're having to go into that 3rd series? Is that then you're gonna be exhausted as hell, and you're not going to have better communication than you have right now? It's going to be even worse.
Yeah, and obviously Angelo and Toxin almost made the whole run yesterday. They got to the 3rd series, and I spoke to him after his series yesterday, and he said they just got tired, but the communications didn't really lack. It's the motivation, realistically, that carries them through, and the dream of making that absolute godly play-in run, and yeah, making playoffs, and who knows, might even make the run the side didn't do and go all the way to the grand final.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's, of course, what would be like inside of you see sometimes on esports platforms, you see that main story coming in. You saw it also happen with like the LAC. I don't know if you guys knew it, but G2, they had a big run from like, they dropped instantly into the lower brackets. That was from League of Legends. G2 dropped instantly into the lower brackets, but then they kept on winning. They had like a 12-0 streak to reach it all the way into the finals, actually winning the finals versus the team that they lost inside of the quarterfinals. So that's absolutely just some crazy stuff to think about, and because of that they were able to win it, and now they're gonna be going into a further event. So everything is still possible. The fact that you are inside of a play-in run doesn't necessarily mean that you're fully out. You're going to be the non-favorite, but that doesn't mean that you will have like a real big disadvantage. Of course, you're going to have to play more series, but you will learn along the way, and that's obviously where these teams are looking for.
Yeah, and obviously, then that's just obviously amazing at this point. Yeah, but yeah, well, obviously, after the timeout, we're back in very quickly from what we thought a timeout was going to be. But we're back in with a kickoff, 1-1, all equal, going into Game 3.
Yep, Game 3 is here 1-1, so all the tables are open. Everything is still open for both of these teams. No one yet on match point, and no one yet on any threats as well. That's going to it's going to be different after this game, as there's the first shot yet again. Renko missing another shot on target, so I'm instantly 2 shots for the side from Concerto, but all of them a bit wide.
Yeah, and Renko would have really loved that to go in, and the interesting touch from Bondab, but he gets the good 50 off Mash, and the clear. That's a very good solo effort, really, from Bondab. But Renko now, what is the ball trickles towards the net, but nothing, as that's just passed to Racer from Torin, and that could just be going straight in, no. And it does. Top corner. That is unlucky, as the team is out of position from the thing from Torin, as Young Racer just booms downfield perfectly, and it goes into the top corner for Concerto, taking a 1-0 lead.
I mean, you usually see that shot just being a loose shot, like being saved, being put away, but this time it actually works. There's no follow-up needed for it, and that's of course what you like to see, but at the same time, it lets you to believe, like, what was Pandora doing in that situation? Were they like all thinking everyone would have it, but at the same time not? That's almost a goal going in there. Renko tries to put it on the midfield. Young Racer have had that nice shot, but now the defense is not gonna be happy with it. Demo trades are coming in, but that doesn't matter. That was all behind the time, and Mesh here pops it over. Young Racer doing a bit of a backflip when he wouldn't possibly have wanted to have, but that's a 1-1.
Yeah, that's a beautiful solo play from Mash to put Pandora in the game, and that's what they needed. They've needed that solo play, or that inspiration, or a goal at least, because Concerto have looked so much more dangerous. But Mash puts it at 1-1, and we're back level. And after a minute gone, I can say we have equal pressure. That could be in, but Mash just crucially being on the back line to make sure it stays 1-1.
And it does, The pass is coming through. Ethan almost hitting it right there. Torren is here, has some time to work with, but will be bumping it right in the middle, where there's, unfortunately, again, not that follow-up that they would have liked to have. That's a pass coming in on the blue side. Oh no, Ethan passes it right to Renko, and that will be Concerto actually getting themselves 1-goal lead.
Yeah, and I think it's a 50 between Bondab and Ethan, but Renko, absolute precision on that shot to guide it into the net. And, well, Concerto take back the lead that they had at the start of the game. This seems to be a repeat of game 1, where, obviously, Pandora went on to win in the same situation. Will we see the same for Concerto to take the 2-1 lead? And, obviously, match point. Who knows, Jesse? Who knows?
Who knows, like Concerto, they're going to be in the lead in this game, and they will most likely try to sustain it, but it is still 3 minutes to play, so a lot of time having to pass in order to keep this lead. So I don't think there's going to be them like trying to deny the time yet. I don't think that's a period where they're going to be on now, just trying to play as much of time as possible, booming it to the other side, like just trying to waste as much time as possible. I don't think we're in that state yet with the 2 minutes 30, but it might. I mean, they are definitely going to play a bit more defensive, as they are the ones who don't necessarily need to attack, who don't necessarily want to make that goal. But I mean, as you said, like Pandora, by looking at it, I think Pandora has been really strong in this series, but they are behind right now, so that's a bit of a weird thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, but if you're a Pandora fan or you're watching, supporting them, you just hope they can obviously build back. As now that's over one from Torren, and that could be middle. Is there a bump? No, Renko's already up. Making sure that there's a good clear as Mash now beats Renko straight to Racer, who's perfectly positioned for that. And Bondab now, but Ethan dunks him at Renko once again, called on in defense as he demos Torren there. And now we're going to see Mash on the ball. He gets the double tap. That could just be a straight in, and it isn't, but what a save from Bondab initially to keep that out, but Ethan follows it up and it's 2-2.
A good follow-up there. You saw that shot almost going in, Bondab hitting it, but unfortunately hits the post for it, and that is just so unfortunate. You saw Renko and Bondab both staying in the goal, but both thinking, yeah, this ball is gonna go in. We'll just stay here, just chill for a second, because we need to be ready and ongoing for the next goal, because now Pandora is actually tied up things, and with the 1-1 and this is just a full-on tied-up game. The only difference is that both teams are just one win closer towards that potential win.
Yeah, and that'll be such a momentum builder for either team, really, to have that cushion at least, so it's not lose a game and out. But that's Mash there trying to make a solo play again to the middle, but Ethan straight to Renko beating them. There's no follow-up as Mash just goes straight through Renko, misses the ball. I don't know if that was Renko's plan or not, but Ethan beats one. Could be over Bondab. Bondab now, nice control. Torn up, Mash up. We're seeing Mash, and that could have been in, but Mash just puts it back at the post. And Bondab now, we're seeing good pressure from both teams now, Jesse.
Yeah, both teams putting a lot of pressure in there with now 40 seconds remaining. This goal is going to matter so much. I said it earlier, a goal in the last second is just 100 times more powerful than it is when you have like 2 minutes remaining. So this can be all it. If one team scored, they're most likely going to be able to secure that win nonetheless. There comes a shot in. Oh no, Young Racer almost hitting it in. Renko puts it to the left corner as now There's going to be one more attack for the red side, I think. They're not going to be followed up. Renko is up, puts it to the midfield. Clear is there, follows up for the red side. Kumbi there with 10 seconds remaining. Again, this can be it. If one goal is scored right now, this could be you being huge. Or are we going to have our first OT of the day? Oh no! Second goal. This is Rocket League. With Young Racer finishing it, it's Concerto actually pulling in the reverse sweep right now. They were one game down, but now they're actually the ones leading.
Yeah, Pandora just caught out there. No one defending past Mash. And that's a really nice 50 for, I want to say, Young Racer, just to slot that in. And with 0 seconds left, leaving it as late as they can. So, I mean, there was no chance, literally, for Pandora to respond. As Concerto, they go 2-1 up, looking for that 2-game momentum, going into 3-game momentum. Who knows? As they take onto match point.
Yeah, match point it could be, and that would mean that if Concerto would win and Pandora would be out, it's going to be a single elimination for today as well, like it was yesterday, because this is the play-ins after all. The winner will be facing yet another team which got placed a bit higher on the league scoreboard, so it's definitely going to be a tougher opponent even that you are going to face in the next game. So I'm really excited seeing what these two teams are going to bring to the mix right now, as we are going to move into the next game. I think everyone is just going to join straight away because there's not really any timeout requests coming in. So it's a 2-1 now in the favor of Concerto. After that one game loss, I thought that Pandora might be able to squeeze some more through, but Concerto was holding down nice and tightly.
Yeah, and they really did, but except I can say it was an equal game, but yeah, they did hold down very nicely. As game 4, match point Concerto. In we go. One down now, 50 to Ethan with a very good 50, charging down that left side again. Middle, but takes over. That's a beautiful demo from Bondab onto Taran. And that's Smash now over 1. Almost beats Bondab, but nothing avail. Pandora straight on the attack in game 4.
Yeah, straight they're going for it. They need to get that early goal lead because they are down. They need to keep that pressure up. Otherwise, Concerto is going to abuse it because they're not the ones necessarily having to attack. They're the ones who can just sneak a goal in last seconds in order to just pick it up. But like Pandora, which wants to get that early lead, so the pressure is going to be on Concerto again. Renko will be trying to put it in, and oh no, it's all the way through. No defensive for the Pandora side in this case. Renko, I think, was this a ceiling pinch? No, it wasn't. He tried to go for it, but it was just a nice wall shot after all. Renko putting it up 1-0.
The repeat of game 1 with Ethan missing. Again, what looked like a nice clear, but can happen to anyone. As that puts Concerto in the lead. And that's a miss from Bondab now. And Ethan puts, obviously after that mistake, just puts Pandora back level with a pretty basic shot.
I mean, this is what the Rifle Division has also been known for, you know, some misses, some crucial times when you need to hit it, that is just going to be missing, and that's really unfortunate. But I mean, everyone just it happens. It is a thing that's human, and oh, that's almost a nice squeezing through there. Ethan gonna hit it in the midfield, does a nice pass, tries to redeem himself right there from that earlier miss, and we see two players just completely whiffing right there. Renko tries to follow it up, will try to wave dash, but unfortunately flicks on through, and that's a nice shot, almost squeezing it through. 3 minutes 40 remaining, as there's a lot of pressure here from the side from Pandora, but it finally gets thrown away.
Yeah, both goals obviously huge brain plays now, as we see Concerto look on to get their second, as Mash being just absolutely launched out of net by Taran, who does get a 50 with Renko. But Renko, I think, even getting the 100 boost, in fact, and that could be needed a save, as Taran and Ethan almost double commit on that. But nothing to show, as Bondab beats Taran to the ball, and Mash clears it over Renko. Just Young Racer back in defense, but holding down. One thing I'm noticing is Pandora pushing down this left side a lot at the moment, Jesse.
There's going to be so much pressure from both teams coming through, and both teams, they just don't want to go. They don't want to go home yet. They want to have a nice little run here in the playoffs, and in this case, it will be Pandora having to really convert back in because they are the ones behind. Renko is going to try to follow it up, but it gets thrown away. There's a lot of pressure here from Mesh actually coming through. A miss there from Bond, that might be costing him. A lot of damage as well from each team coming through. But still, it's a 1-1 game, and that's a shot almost from Tauern, but it gets thrown away yet again.
Yeah, Pandora really needing to chase this game, whereas Concerto can just stay in defense and rely on that counter-attack. Talking about that, Torin being forced into action. That drops straight down as Racer there. Yes, he is. It's an open net. No defender back, and Racer slots in the open net and gives Concerto the lead.
Gives Concerto the lead, but at the same time, that could be the game-winning goal right there, because just one more go, like 2 minutes has to pass, and then they basically won themselves this game. So this is what like Concerto have been looking for. Now they can try to play a bit more defensive, try to convert it, but if they get another goal, that would equal it out completely and just play a bit completely winning for themselves. So Pandora is just gonna go mega aggressive now. They still have a lot of time to work with, but I think their pressure is definitely going to be on there. They have to try and score it right now.
Yeah, will we see Pandora part Concerto part of the bus?
Right now.
Like Bondab's controller DC. He just stood there, that was off the crossbar. I'm just wondering, will Concerto part of the bus and just let Pandora come with all the pressure at them? As now Racer misses it straight to Renko though. Renko controls just past the post smash, almost slicing it in. As now Ethan up, looking for a double tap, but saved by Renko. That was very crucial and very well executed by him to keep his team in the lead.
Keeping their team up, but you see a bit of the park the bus. You see Remco, he's not gonna leave that net too often right anymore. Oh, that's a pass. Bondab, can he follow it up? Can he swing it in? No, he can. Ethan with the save. And that is just going to be pretty crucial. Ethan tries to follow it up, but it is just another hit coming through from Young Racer. Gets it away. Taran almost gets himself that hit, or like that redirect in. Bondab, no, can he put it through? He can. So there's still a chance for Pandora. That could have been it, ladies and gentlemen. That could have been it, but they're still not out.
Two huge chances for Concerto to put that 2-goal lead on and surely take Pandora out of the sitting. But who will play Yoruba? But no, they haven't been able to execute 2 good saves and 1 miss. Talking about that, there you go. There's that 2-goal lead Concerto won. As the Pandora defense is surely panicking now, Jesse.
Yeah, I mean, this now they're gonna go full on, like all on the attack right now. There's not gonna be any defense anymore needed. They need to secure 2 goals in 30 seconds, and it's gonna be really hard for sure, as every single ball that is been hit into that red side from the side from Concerto is just going to be like every single second, every single hit is going to matter at this point for Concerto, and every single shot is going to matter from Pandora as well. That's a hit over. Renko squeezes it through, and ladies and gentlemen, that will mean Concerto will be your first game winner, and that means that they will be playing Yoruba later today in about 20 minutes from now, but we'll have a bit of a chat about that a bit later as well. But this is going to be it. Like, that will mean Pandora is out like 13 seconds. I don't think there's any chance. I don't think there's any caster curse as well coming in. I hope there's not, you know. That's always the thing you will have to think about. 6 seconds remaining. There we have it. Concerto are gonna be your first round play-ins winner, and that will mean Pandora is unfortunately going to be out. Yeah, I mean, they couldn't last time what we said, Pandora, they were the ones who had gone like a lot of goals were made each game. That's definitely what made it excited, but Pandora had some struggles, as we said also earlier, with actually keeping the ball out of their own net. Like, they're not really that great at defending, what we saw in the statistics as well, and that's what I also expected from them. So a lot of goals going in for both teams, because of also that misses coming in, or like the offense was good, but the defense was at the same time sometimes good. It was just a little bit like, how do you properly say that? It's a bit of a 50-50 always with the defense in the rival series.
Yeah, absolutely 50-50, but talking about Caster's curses, you said I may have cast concern for Pandora from game 1. I said they've got the momentum surely to take the series now, but Concerto 3 games in a row have proved me wrong for what it costs, and obviously everyone else wrong with some good offense and defense. They managed to take Pandora down in a 3-1, and they go on to play Yoruba in, as you mentioned, 20 minutes time. So I believe we'll be coming back for that to see the side again against Pandora. We're going to go to a short break now before the next series, and we will hopefully see you back then. Thank you.
just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. Darkness take control. I've never felt so alive in my life. 'Cause you make me come to life every time I'm free. Oh, and I'm loving all that you do. Can't you see that I'm crashing right into you? That I'm crashing right into you.
Walking around in the circle of life, doing the things I know, walking the same ways 100 times with the same soul. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But did you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind? It's gonna be alright. You run, try, roll your mind. 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 Seeing all the watering fill your eyes, doing the things they know, talking about the same old stories they've heard about the people they think they know. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But did you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind? It's gonna be alright. You run, try, roll your mind. You run, try, roll your mind. You run, try, roll your mind. You run, try.
Welcome back, everyone watching at home. We are back for the second series of the day. No caster changes here, but we do have one team change. We have Concerto keeping on stream as they beat Pandora 3-1 last series. Now they have a new challenger of Yoruba.
Yoruba will be joining the party this time. They were, of course, a higher ranked inside of the league play, so because of that, they're able to secure themselves a spot inside of this play-in. So they are going to be able to still secure the playoffs, but it will still be them having to win 2 games in a row. First of all, they will have to beat Concerto, which had a bit of struggles with the Pandora team. Firstly, with having to wake up, with having to get that engine rolling. They lost themselves their first game. They lost it. And after that, they win 3 games in a row. So maybe that's going to be a bit of a trend for Concerto. Them having to get their engine started in order to keep on rolling forward. Because, I mean, after that first win, they looked pretty sharp.
Yeah, they just had the momentum from game 2 to continue on, but they've beat 6th in Ignis of Pandora. They're now facing 4th in Yoruba. Coming off an interesting run, they went 42-30 in league play, 11-3-4, with the same run as second place Unity, believe it or not. They were very good, so I think top 2 all the way up until week 7 or week 8, where they dropped down. And I believe, do you have the player stats pulled up, Jesse, or not?
I mean, yeah, there's just one player really starting. There's one player really walking out for the Yoruba players. It's Flo. He has just been dominating the whole season so far. And yeah, he has been the guy he can score, he can save, he can make assists, every single stat he's been blowing off. Assists mainly, that's a stat where Mystic has been able to beat him on. But I mean, he's the one to make goals, he's the one to save, he's the one to be everywhere, and the one to solo carry his team. Or maybe not even always solo carry, but most of the times has been able to do that.
Yeah, and looking at their goal difference is plus 66 for Yoruba, so they obviously have that momentum, but for Concerto, we obviously saw them last series Bondab, Renko, and Young Racer. Tomo, I don't think is coming in for this series, but obviously good stats. Bondab, Renko. Obviously, he showed what a defensive mastermind he was last game, being able to keep the ball out, and Bondab and Young Racer up front, being able to just obviously carry their offense with Renko chiming in where he needed to, and obviously stats all looking good and everything like that. But I believe we've just seen a player's game crash, which is not the greatest, but obviously we've got to deal past with it. And we're obviously just thinking, have do you reckon Concerto have kept up this momentum by playing some games beforehand or not?
Are they gonna get tired? That's gonna be also a main question for us as well to do so. So yeah, I mean, for everyone who's wondering, what are they talking about? What is going on right now? We are now in the play-in stage, so the group stage is all done. Play-in stage will be here, so we're on day 2, where they're going to be in total 4 teams trying to get themselves fighting over one spot. We saw earlier on that on the side from Concerto was able to pick it up, but now they're gonna have to fight on further because it's a single elimination after all. And now it's going to be Concerto being on the red side to play with, whereas the other team, which is going to be Aruba, will be on the blue side right now. So it's going to be definitely a lot of fun to see what these teams can actually bring to the mix, as Dobe on Dombe will get himself a hit there on target. Mythics tries to get it away, but it will just be some pressure taken towards the side of the blue side.
Yeah, and that's obviously what we saw from Concerto, was the pressure. Maybe it's the colour, or maybe it's just the better team that it's due to it. But I believe we are having some broadcasting issues with the broadcaster not being in the lobby. So we're going to have to restart due to some issues. So just got to tell the players to restart now. After not a minute in, we've had some obviously issues. We're going to have to remake the lobby, which is unfortunate. These issues do happen, though. We are obviously all human. These do happen. And this is obviously my bad for telling the teams to go, but obviously we've got a bit more time now, Jesse, to talk about stats of teams, or if people are bored of that, we could just talk about the momentum Concerto might have.
Also, we can also ask the chat who is their favorite of actually winning this game. That's also could be a thing. Who do you guys think that's gonna make it through? Do you guys think that still, with Montbéliard still coming in as the last game, do you think that they're gonna take it, or are we gonna see a major sweep here coming out for the side from Concerto to potentially get it all done, get it towards the last game? That is going to be a definite possibility, but at the same time it's going to be still a hard one, because they will have to win 2 best of 5s in a row, and they cannot lose a single one, because otherwise they're going to be out.
Yeah, and obviously with Concerto having that momentum from the first series, we are just going to see if they can obviously go past Uber. With Papuza redeeming the sweep, he's confident in his roster that they can all pull through, and that we don't have any issues in technically, so that the game can get underway again for a sweet game. Hopefully we don't have any more player issues either, because that's all doesn't help momentum as the night dawns on. As yeah, I mean, I've got to ask you, Jesse, do you think the winner of this will be able to beat Montbéliard in the next series?
I don't know. I'm not really 100% familiar with all the teams in there, but I mean, the fact that Montbéliard is definitely like in that position, that they're actually qualified for such a far stage inside of the play, and gives me the like information, gives me the sense of thinking that they might be able to pull it off. But I mean, these two teams also need to fight for it, also have played 1 or even 2 games for the Concerto team, so they might be ready and warmed up. They already know what kind of teams you do, and if you have a nice little streak, that is also going to be momentum brought on with you into the next game.
Yeah, it's obviously, momentum is huge in this, and hopefully we don't have any more broadcast issues. I tell the players, in we go for game 1 with streaming all good. We have Flow on kickoff. Good kickoff to start off with. As Bondab misses here. Oh no, that's a crucial mistake. But there's no one there to follow it up. As Mythics now gets bumped by Renko, but he still gets control of it. And Bondab has to jump over. That's a very quick start for Yoruba.
A really big one to get it on with, and we see already, Bondab almost sneaking it through. He's not going to be able to get it through though, because Flo is there to pick it up. The MVP so far. Gonna follow it up. That's a good center ball, but no one is there to really pick it up. Mystics was like playing a bit safe at that point for just a potential getaway. As Flo tries to set it to center. It gets that 100 boost pad as well. Puts it in. Oh, Flo. That could have been his solo play. That could have been him just carrying his team through. His shot's almost in. But Renko is there to pick it up, and the attack gets blown away.
Yeah, but a lot of pressure from Yoruba immediately. And Concerto are going to want to just sit like they did against Pandora and just defend for most of it. As Flo going for a cheeky redirect there. But nothing avails as chases and gets it past one. As Fuxi now misses it. And Mythics now just off the bar. As Young Race and Bondab double commit. Not what they want. They're panicking a bit. Unnecessarily, I think, in this game one. As Mythics beaten by Bondab. Low boost for the defense now. As they have to defend it, but Flo catching it, flicking it. So that's straight to Renko though. As Fuxi's going to be, oh no, and that's straight to Renko and out of the form of the play. Concerto take the lead.
Concerto puts up that 1-0 lead right now, and that's a good shot from Renko. Always been the one to sneak it through at the right time, sneak it through at a possible moment he actually had to. So that's instantly going to be 1-0 in the favor of Concerto, which gives me the thought process that it's actually going to be Concerto who has started their engine already and is gonna be like having no issue starting it up. But as I'm speaking, that's Fuxi. He's not tired yet. Has found himself that goal and is going to secure that 1-1.
Yeah, beautiful placement from him off the post and in. But we were talking about earlier, if he's tired now, what's he going to be like if he has to play 2 best of 5s? Who knows? But yeah, very quick, good response from Yoruba. As Fuxi was picking up the ball. Bondab beats him, going for the ceiling shot here. Beats one, and that's a pass, but Renko hasn't read it. And Fuxi now, with a touch off the side as Mythics, straight beaten by Racer, and Flo just calmly collects it and booms it. To no offensive avail from Yoruba, as we're seeing a bit of a 50-50 game here.
Yep, it's once again 50-50's midfield. That is definitely been the pressure. But if you're only gonna keep it in the midfield, you will have to put it into the other one's field. You have to put it through the goal as well. You can just keep the ball passing, keep a bit of ping-ponging on the mid side, but you will have to make some shots in the end. For now, 2 minutes 30 remaining, the 1-1. Any goal is going to be I mean, any goal would be a lot of fun for both of these teams, but at the same time, they're both really well defending. Not a big scoring game this time, because Pandora, of course, they were out. They had a lot of high-scoring games, but now they're out. That's almost a goal. Flo saves it though. Oh no, what a redirect from Renko. Once again picks it up. He's been so good in squeezing those balls through. You see, that is the top part almost contested, and Renko, what a redirect, man.
Beautiful. I believe that, I can't remember who assisted it, but beautiful pass in, just sniping Renko as he just puts it ahead. And again, Concerto take the lead, but this time it wasn't with the run of play. They did have a lot of the offensive pressure. As Flo straight down to Bondad. As Fuxi now having the ball, 30 boost to work with, flip reset. He can't as Renko passes it, but Bondad now ready to start off an attack for Concerto. Flicks it, but Mythic straight there, and he tries to demo Flo, but to no avail. And do we see Concerto continue the momentum they had here, Jesse?
We continue it. I don't think we are, and there comes Mythics. You were talking about it, but it's instantly been blown away. The caster curse right there. I mean, it's not necessarily a big caster curse, but it is one that is definitely a good thing for Yoruba here, because that means that we will actually tie up the game with a beautiful shot there. No defensive for the side from Concerto. They were kind of forgetting that they actually have to defend as well. That's also a thing. Like you shouldn't forget. But with 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining, yet again there comes an attack, a shot, a pass, everything. Renko, last man of line defense. All the players, you see them just running towards their own side, driving there as fast as they can. Fuxi almost getting the redirect, but that's meant for Renko instead, because he has been the one to redirect quite a few times. Young there. Young Racist tries to follow it up. The pickup from Flo is there. Fuxi gets it over one. Tries to sneak it through another one, but doesn't get that block in time. Yet again, the pass has been, but they haven't been able to convert that ball towards Flo, which has usually been the guy to step up. Flo has been trying to do it a lot himself without actually waiting for his teammates to give him a pass, or when the teammates gave him a pass, he wasn't there.
Yeah, but once again, he's racking 2 assists at the minute, which is something we said he lacked, or looked like he lacked. But he's obviously assisted both goals at the minute, as Renko beats 1, almost beats 2, but Flo, speaking of the devil, good reaction times. As Fuxi on the ball now, can he beat Bondab? No, he cannot. Flo booms it downfield, but Renko, once again, showing how good he is in defense as well as offense. And this could be an open net for Renko. It's almost a good flick, but Fuxi just there, just to make sure. As Fuxi then misses to Bondab, and Flo now upfield. Can he do it alone? He can, but there's no one middle. Oh, there is! As Renko's missed it. Oh no, and that's a crucial miss for Flo to pick up his playmaker, and Fuxi to take the lead for Yoruba.
Wow, and again, speaking of the devil, Flo with an assist. He probably heard us speak and that he's lacking a bit, so he was like, let me bring some stats up there for a second. 3 assists extra in the book, and 3 assists. His team can do it without him scoring, without him saving. He just has to assist his team, and that's going to be the 1-0 here for Yoruba, because the ball drops, and that's Yoruba winning 1. I mean, if Flo isn't needed anymore, like, how good is Yoruba actually?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he still is the game's MVP with 3 assists and 1 save. But it's something we said he lacked, and it's something we said he didn't have in the bank to do. But he only gets 1 save, and he seems to do the rest, which has obviously pinned down this Concerto defense. And it's been good, but as times as you said, they have seemed to have lost the defense in the such good offense they had. But again, another close game, and once again we saw Pandora do the exact same earlier on this tonight. Are we going to see a repeat? Are Concerto about to go on a complete 3-0 run, Jesse?
Maybe they're gonna get their reverse sweep in like they did last time. I mean, it would be a bit of then we would be also speaking about the fact that Concerto is a team that has to start their engine up. We said that earlier on. I mean, now that's the 1-0 not in their favor, so maybe we're gonna have a bit of the same like last time. But looking at what Yoruba did, I think they have been playing quite nicely, and I think that they might have a shot at just going into this 1-3-0, because it looked very, very solid.
Yeah, it did indeed. As now I believe we're going to kick off game 2. And who knows, if Concerto take this game, we might be having deja vu. But now Fuxi with a very interesting kickoff. Goes straight to Mythics in the corner, who reads that perfectly over Young Racer. But now Fuxi bumps Bondab straight to the side, and that's a beautiful flick middle. Is anyone there? No, except Renko to deny that, as Bondab clears it only as far as Mythics. But Racer now just beating him. Flo to the corner. Can he make an attack? Yes, he can, but there's no middle, and that could be a double commit as leaving an open net. Flo is not quick enough, but that's a crucial open miss from Concerto.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse here for the side of Yoruba, but Concerto isn't that good into hitting those open nets so far. Mythics gets it like a bit of a pass, but midfield gets thrown away. This is just the attack, and again, we're just having a lot of balls back and forth. Flo tries to get it over, but he has not been the one to really do things on his own right now. He's been more of a supporting role, and it has been working out so far. Beats 1. Can he beat a second? No, it just about gets hit there for the red side. Fuxi tries to hit it back up into that midfield, but Bonda picks it up, tries to dribble it further. Mystics gets another ball into that side of the red field. So now, I mean, the blue side has been keeping their pressure on, but I didn't see that great of a shot yet again coming in for the red side.
Yeah, but it's once again, they've just soaking up the defenses they're so used to doing, as we're seeing a play similar to KSU-G2, as Renko this time is able to flick it past the last man. And once again, repeat, there's not a demo, but Racer just puts Mythic so awkwardly, and Renko just flicks it top corner to give Concerto the lead after soaking up so much attack from Yoruba.
A sick 90 degrees flick there coming in from Remco. He's been the guy to step up so many times, and this could be the 2-0. This can be the 2-0, and it is going to be Bondab with that. Put it on the crossbar, straight down, and that's a goal. That's a 2-0 lead here for the side of Concerto now. They're looking very good now going into this. Of course, 3 minute 30 still remaining, but they have at least been able to secure a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and honestly, did not see that after the first minute. Yoruba were looking so dominant upfield, but a perfect kickoff from Concerto, and the game's back to just Concerto dominating. And Renko almost getting another redirect for what would have been 3 goals unanswered. But Flo now with a beautiful 50 straight to Mythics. Mythics middle, Flo, can he be there? No, Bondab is there. But forces a double commit from Concerto, 2-on-1. As Bondab just missing the ball. Doesn't matter, Fuxi's there. And Flo is up reading this perfectly. It just hits the post. And Yoruba really need this comeback quickly, Jesse.
They need it right here, right now, because otherwise it is going to be quite bad. Young Rays are almost sneaking it through. They're not stepping off the gas just yet. The side from the Concerto side, they're still gonna try to attack. They're not parking the bus or anything. But now with the attack coming in, they might be being a bit more conscious about it. Oh, Flo, he saves it for his own teammate. That's not what you like to see. That's not what you love to see, as that is Flo trying to get pull up. Can he get the double tap? Passes it straight to the midfield. Tries to squishy his save, but at the same time doesn't want to do it. The demo will be coming through, is it? Mystics will be missing it. Flo, the only one back. Can he make it work? Puts it up high, but there's not really any follow-up. Fuxi could do it. Hits it. There's a right side pass as Mystics puts it in the midfield. That's sneaking in. And that is going to be chances for Yoruba still being there. They secure the first goal. And what a passing play this one is. Mystics puts it through, and the ball is like 0 kilometers per hour. We see it 18 only, but it is a goal lead here for the side of Yoruba. It's actually a goal for the side from Yoruba.
Yeah, and it wasn't an if, it was when. So many chances. Flo even saving one. I don't know if that's unfortunate or just lack of communication. But now they just need to push on and score that second goal. As Mythic's getting a 50 in front of the net here, and Flo, 0 boost, has to leave it for Racer. As Bondab jumps as well, but that's a good 50. And Concerto don't want to be panicking here in defense now, Jesse.
They shouldn't be, because there's still that 1 goal up. They should be having a strong defense now to work with. If they are starting to panic, that will be costing them in the end. Now, I said it earlier, they weren't parking the bus, but now they are, but they're missing. They're a bit worried about things still going wrong, and I would be too if I was them, because it's not looking that solid. Renko tries to dribble off, Flo with a lot of pressure. The hit could be coming in. It's still not wide, or not too wide at all, because that is not put in quite nicely. Remco tries to go a bit more to the middle field so he can redirect it potentially into something that is possible for the red side, but a lot of pressure here for the side of Yoruba is in there. Flo kind of he misses it for a chance of putting it in. Now Fuxi tries to hit it to the midfield. Mystic is there to pick it up. He will be missing it though. Tries to hit it in. Ball comes through, but it won't be a goal found yet.
Yeah, they really need this quickly in their favour as Mystic's up. This could be the goal they needed. But what a save from Renko's. Fuxi with an opener, surely, with 30 seconds left. Tying up the game again. It was just if when they looked to be parking the bus in the double commit, just gave Yoruba such a good chance. And we are tied with 30 seconds left.
I mean, they're parking the bus, but their defense just hasn't been that great. They haven't been able to, like, put that ball to the blue side at all. Like, there was zero pressure towards that side, as Flo is, that's not what you want to see. That dribbling in front of your own goal, that could cost you in the end. He's experienced though, knows how to deal with the situation, but it still gets pushed away. Now Mystics tries to follow it up. The 50-50 is there. Is there going to be any more chances for the side of the red team? Yes, there is. Young Race is almost putting it through. 1 second remaining. Can this be a 1 second goal yet again? No, it can't. And that will mean overtime in the second game of today, or the second game of this series.
Yeah, and this is such a huge overtime for Concerto, because lose and they fear getting swept, and they have the panic of lose one game and it's all over and all the pressure's on them. But get a tie, get a 1-1, and we're looking pretty equal. As Concerto finally attacking again, they've decided not to park the bus. They're ignoring what Jose Mourinho would advise, and they are actually attacking the ball. But now Mythics beating one, almost beats Bondab, but Bondab's just absolutely denied and eliminated from the play. But now Flo reading Racer perfectly, and that just could trickle in, but Bondab picking up his saviour and keeping the game in overtime, with still giving Concerto that chance of winning game 2.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that the blue side has been attacking multiple times give me the indication that they are the ones who should be winning this, but one single goal could sneak it through. Fuxi, oh, he's dribbling it all the way, goes for the flip reset, puts it through, that's a center ball, but Young Racers had to finish that off, or had to save it, had to clear the ball, and he actually did. He did his part. Almost the center ball is in there, but Flo dribbles it through. It will be a block from Remco. So this is the first time that we actually see the red side having a bit of pressure towards the blue side, but it's all been thrown away right there. Center ball again. Young Racer passes it through. Is there anyone to pick it up? Remco picks it up, but cannot convert it into a goal.
Yeah, and that was also a beautiful read from Flo. I'd like to mention, it's talking about Flo. He might get that sneak pass, but no, the defenders are just making sure that's not the pinch Flo wants. Just hyping him up over here, not pinching the other way. But we're seeing Yoruba just dominating the attacks, and Bondab getting an epic save, even though that looked like it wasn't going in. But he is credited with it as 6th save for Concerto. Flo drops it down perfectly after a miss, and Yoruba go 2-0 up in the series.
They go 2-0 up in the series, and yet again Flo has that MVP, which is 1 goal. Again, this time he didn't have an assist to work with, but yet again such a crucial goal in the overtime. That's a way to finish it off, and it will be a 2-0 coming in, and our end as well, Kingsman, is getting closer, because with just 1 game we're gonna be done for today, and that would, of course, for our personal things, wouldn't be that great, but of course for the side of Yoruba, it would be awesome if they would be taking it right now. 2-0, Yoruba looking so strong in general, but I mean, we also need to think about the fact that it was a 2-0 in the favor of the side from Concerto, but still, they weren't able to convert it into the end. They were trying to park the bus, but they did it a bit too early, I think.
Yeah, they just wanted to hold out and just rely on like just defense, but they did get 6 saves, but the 13 shots from Yoruba proved too much to handle, and they had obviously that before that first goal they had their spell of chances, but they got the job done. Simply, they have got the job done, and that's all they've needed to do as they go 2-0 up. All pressure, all eyes on Concerto now.
Yep, all the pressure is going to be on there. You saw it, 4 shots only for the side of Concerto coming in, so that definitely means that they will be the ones who are very good in actually securing the goals when there were shots in, as the game is now on, but they weren't able to convert that many chances of them actually making the shots, as this can be all it. As you said, all the eyes, all the pressure will be on them. It's now going to be all the chances for the side from Yoruba that they can just finish it off, get themselves towards the final of this play-in, because that is where they're looking for.
Yeah, obviously it'd be so nice if they could, but this Yoruba team's just looking too organised, as we say that. A flick just coming off the crossbar, and Flo just leaving an empty net as Mythic's called on to the line that with Flo obviously having low boost, and now Mythic's middle. Flo is there, beats one. Mythic's hunting Young Racer in net, as Young Racer just slaps against the post, and no one is middle for Flo's pass. But a minute in, we're seeing Yoruba charging forward, Jesse.
They're not bouncing back a single thing. They're 2-0 up. They want to end it right here, right now. They're not going to go for any big of a defensive side like we've seen it from them. They've been attacking every single time. Their defense didn't necessarily matter, but their offense was clearly there most of the time. Flo tries to put it in the midfield, but there's Bondab picking it up. Will be dribbling it for a little while, as, oh, that's almost a wall shot. Can he pinch it? That was a good pinch, but it wasn't on target. Almost a goal there from Young Racer, but it's put up wide.
Yeah, but it's good to see for Concerto they have some offensive pressure. And Mythic's getting over the last defender of Racer, who manages to and then beat Fuxi. And that's just a shot. But Mythic's called into action again. Second save of the game, creeping ever closer to that saviour. And now, Fuxi bumping, I can't tell if that was Renko, I think, to clear the ball for him, getting the job done as Renko securing the ball in his half. But now he misses the ball, and Flo bumps Mythics. This is rival, everyone.
Yeah, this is Rifle. The stream was laggy for a bit, and now we are going to be back. But that was probably a problem for everyone as well, because we see in the chat a couple of players saying they had to restart the stream and stuff like that. So if it was, it was. Unfortunately, I saw it myself as well, as the game is still on our way, still 0-0 here. So no goals have been taken. Flo is gonna try to read it. Barenko yet again with important pull-up. Bumps Flo there for actually getting him back that save, and it will be 2 minutes 30 remaining. Flo tries to control the ball. You see that that control of him was absolutely perfect, but he couldn't sneak it through. Renko, literally a demo there midfield coming through. Oh, that's almost a double tap from Bondab coming in. Haven't seen that double tap or a double tap being used that often, because of obviously this being the 3v3 mode. So there are a lot of players going to be up with you, and you're not always going to get that double tap through. Fuxi past the midfield. Flo, oh, he puts it nice and cozy into the center, but there's no one to follow it up because of a beautiful save there coming out for the side of Concerto.
Flo had just the right idea, just to flick it over, but it just was too high and not exactly what he wanted. But now we're seeing Flo in defense bumped, I believe, as Fuxi now awkward, but he does manage to get the save. And this has been a pretty 50-50 game compared to what we have seen in the first two games. It's a double commit from Yoruba, neither of them getting it. But that drops straight down to Renko. That just trailed across the goal line, Jesse. What was going on?
Like, Flo was just waiting there, and he thought, is it going to hit the crossbar? But is it? And he just was just waiting for it to happen. But then afterwards, it hit the crossbar eventually, so he did come clear. He did come clean after. And I want to make this joke for a long time, but Concerto are definitely getting concerned if this is going to happen, if this is going to be going on. And that was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I didn't expect that. I can't lie, but can they be concerned at all by Yoruba, who are putting on some offensive pressure now? A lot more than what we've seen, because we have seen Yoruba just eat up defense, and that was a nice play from Renko. But sadly, no one in the middle. But now we're seeing Fuxi with an open net, but Renko called into action, and he doesn't ever say no to a nice save. There's now Flo with an open net, 30 seconds left. Yoruba 1-0 up, all eyes on Concerto.
Yeah, and they are going to be concerned now, because they are gonna have that 1-0 disadvantage to play with 30 more seconds, and this can be all it. As you said, all eyes, all pressure now on them. They will have to make it work, and every single hit for the side from Yoruba is gonna make it worse and worse. Yeah, 20 seconds, time slowly ticking away, and I think Yoruba are going to go into the rival series play-in finals right now, as Fuxi tries to hit it in, goes for almost a pancake there if he actually went for it. Flip reset wasn't enough though to reach it. Flo puts it in, and ladies and gentlemen, I think we're gonna have a game over, and that means that Concerto will be out after just one game where they were 1-0 down, winning 3 games in a row, but it wasn't enough this time.
Yeah, and if you're watching, hoping Concerto had won, their run is over. Yoruba comfortably, I want to say, taking the sweep, not looking like under any real pressure, as they were much composed in defense. And the ball drops, and Yoruba sweep, and we're going to see either Yoruba or Montbelliard making playoffs.
Yep, and I'm definitely going to be, for us, this was it, because we're not going to be casting, but I'm definitely going to be watching, seeing if Yoruba can get a nice performance on against Montebello as well, because, I mean, they are after all the higher ranked, so they will be facing a team that is lower ranked, but Yoruba played very well in this season, or in this series, and I really hope to see them also perform, and the finals of the play-in will be a little bit more, maybe even a 3-2 for one of the two teams. It would be nice for the Rocket League tournament, of course. For both teams, it would be better to just sweep it with a 3-0, like for now Yoruba did, but for the Rocket League, we would like to see a nice little cozy finals. I think, do you have any more last words, Kingsman, to end it off with? Because this was it from us.
Yeah, this was obviously our last series, and obviously I want to say Papoose, I said at the start, he put in the sweep, and he believed, and he got what he wanted. But that is it from us this evening. We will be passing you on to Dispatch and Liquid for Yoruba versus Montbelliard. Thank you all for watching both series tonight, and we will see you in a bit after a break.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This was Dutch Boy and Kingsman, and we see you guys later.
Pretending no one is to blame. Too late to reignite our flame. How did I not see you running? How did I get left behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me. How did I not see you running? How did I get left behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me blind. How did I not see you running? How did I get left behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me blind. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love.
never see, baby, I never see. For I will fall into the light. Every time I try to breathe, the moon will rise and carry me. For I've loved and I have died. So I won't hold back, hold back. And you should know that was never gone. Just have regrets. So I won't go back, go back. Oh Lord, I got me to forget the time I lost with no regrets. And the moon shine back again. And the moon shine back again. When I drove down to Abyss, while I blame the world's neglect, Lord, I shine right back again. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Reaching for the stars. I wonder where you are. Seeing monsters out your window. No, you can't sleep. You pretend though you don't have to play the hero. 'Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat. You know I'll come running. You go to war, then I'm going with you. sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you sound the alarms and the chaos is rising, leading the charge, I'm coming, I'll fight and swear on the breath that I breathe, I'll never retreat, yeah, I'll be your army. Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escape mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of bluffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, be true to what we are. Forget how it felt from the outset. Hope history said. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Kinda missing how we kicked it off. Always in overdrive, now the feeling's lost. Blind to notice, we've been losing touch. Long gone fairy tale, yeah, we killed the rush. Been months of acting a fiction and staging a Valentine's. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. I think it's time to be true to what we are. Forget how it felt from the outset. Hope history said. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight, we gonna light it up.
I promise. Welcome everyone to the Rival Series play-ins. This is the last play-in finals here, where we're gonna see Monster Blade and Yoruba. I'm joined today with not Simdog, but Dispatch. How you doing?
Pretty good, and the second best thing from Simdog, another Yorkshireman in myself. And what a game we do have today. The last game of rival playoffs, of playing, to decide who will make playoffs. And with Montbéliard and Yoruba, this is bound to be a very interesting series.
It has been interesting. I've watched it from the sidelines. I was catching a few of the games. And once again, it has shown that RSC play-ins are a gauntlet. You can't take this lightly. There has yet to be a team that has overcome from the back to make it to that playoff spot. So once again, Yoruba upset Concerto. So now we have Yoruba and Montbéliard. I hope I'm pronouncing that Heki correctly. And Montbéliard is going to want to hold their spot to get that last playoff spot.
And yeah, Montbéliard finishing third this season, so obviously putting themselves right into that playing bracket. And what roster they do have in Kareem, Harv, and Robin. Harv being quite a well-known player in RSC, and one who will very much want to protect his reputation as per se and really bring it to this Yoruba side today.
I hope everyone's bringing their A team, as you said there. Robin, Harv, and Carve there. going to be the ones that are going to cut it out for Montbéliard. And Yoruba, hoping to see Flo again, try and dominate the field once again. Fuxi was doing quite well, and Mystics and PSD. So hopefully Mystics is able to play it out tonight.
And yeah, one thing to highlight on the team stats is Montbéliard having around 60 demos more than Yoruba, so quite an aggressive team. It'll be interesting to see how these teams play up against each other, as we do see pretty equal in saves, and when we look at the records, only one win separating these guys, but having been from different conferences, quite an interesting matchup. Yoruba really made an absolutely amazing run today, so seeing them here will be very interesting against such a powerful team like Montbéliard.
It's gonna be interesting to see if the 30-minute break after having that clean sweep from Yoruba is gonna play to their favor or not. I hope. Obviously, being in the Ox clan, my allegiances are gonna lie with Montbéliard. However, as a caster, we have to try and be as impartial as possible. I think I'm ready to get into it. What do you feel?
I feel I'm ready to get into this one as well, and starting off with a prediction from me, I think this one, I'm going to say Game 5, and I'm going to say Montbéliard takes this one.
Alright, well, I'll be there with you. I don't know where the chat's thinking. I mean, we have 56 live attendance here from all over the place, whether you're here, there, whether it's morning or afternoon. I've given the signal to get the Rocket League going. Let's find out how this first game goes down.
As we do get into Game 1 here, we do see Fuxi change his name to Fuxi is tired, and after a 30-minute break and a 3-0 sweep from them in the second round of play-ins, he's going to definitely be filling that, but as we do get into the action, the ball spilling onto the orange side, Robin trying to rush this one up, Flo popping up into defense here, instantly met by Kareem, and this aggression showing quite early from Montbéliard here. Flo with a touch out, but only met by Half, sends this one low to the corner, but Mytic's there and waiting. Half being out the defender, shot chance coming here, but miss comes out, and an opportunity maybe here for this Yoruba side as they do score here and take the lead in Game 1.
That looked like a misread by the third man. A miss by Robin pulled Montbéliard's third man in. Harv not able to get back in time. What a great shot put on net by Yoruba, and they're up 1-0, putting Montbéliard on their heels.
And yeah, this is really going to be a test of both teams here, because Montbéliard, as I said earlier, they're right at the end of this play-ins bracket. They're the final boss for any team that wants to make it into playoffs, so they're going to have to absolutely bring their A game, because we don't know if they're warmed up. I'd assume so, but Yoruba coming off a win will definitely want to be getting into this one, as the ball in their defense now. Flo with a bit of time, but immediately rushed out by Kareem. Mytics there to collect. Popping this one over Half. Bit of friending coming onto the keeper here, but Fuxi dealing with that one calmly and sends this one long to the Half. Kareem with this one. Try and send it middle, but the Mytics bang here, and Fuxi up for this one, trying to get a redirect. So close to the bar. Flo to follow up. Pandemonium on the goal line here, but Robin managing to cleanly take this one away, and what an opportunity that was for Yoruba.
And, you know, not only was that an opportunity for Yoruba, but Montbéliard, the way they had their patience on the defensive line, to not panic, throw everything in the kitchen sink out of it. He was able to control it, just control the ball, get it down on the ground so it's not bouncing around. Here's another opportunity. Oh no, there's a bump! Oh, off the crossbar. It's still live. Fuxi is tired, could not get the shot on target, goes for the demo, and here's Robin trying to center it, had a double play, going back the other way. We are not without excitement in this first section. Dispatch.
With 3 minutes left, there is still a lot to play for in this Game 1, the opener. Both teams really trying to feel each other out, as we see Flo and Mytics double committing for that one. Maybe a chance for Half here, as Fuxi missing this one. Shot coming in from Harv, and never missing that one at the backboard, and we're all tied up with 3 minutes left.
Wow. I looked away for just a moment, and all of a sudden there's a misplay, and Harv made no mistakes to put that one on target. What about that goal explosion? That's a little bit of a classic one. Kind of simple, nothing fancy, there's no nukes. What's going on? I thought this was Rival Series. Isn't this supposed to be a little bit more of a top tier? They should have better goal explosions. For shame.
Yeah, they tried to make things fancy, but maybe not on the garage side now. But yeah, I think that one's mainly left to the prospects and the challengers. We do see quite interesting cars in the lower tiers, but pretty close opportunity there for Yoruba, but all tied up here. Half with low boost wants to try launch an offense here to try get an opener, but the ball spilled away. Kareem trying to send this one middle here. Half free jumping for that one, but not getting contacts. Mythic's now in the air, beating past Robin, but Half there for the collect. And he's met immediately by Flo. Kareem with a bit of time decides to hit this one slow, but rushed out immediately by Fuxi. 50-50 this one middle. Might have an opportunity as Mythic's to the backboard here, but cleared over the last man now as Kareem. Maybe an opportunity here, but Flo always ready to cut this one out. Robin sending this one up high here. Fuxi unable to make contact. Player comes up from Montbéliard, but nothing comes of that. And we are seeing a lot of demos and aggression coming out from Montbéliard quite early on in the series.
Well, as you predicted, that's there were 60 demos more. So you predicted that correctly, that Montbéliard was going to make their physical presence known. It ends up pushing them back. Robin with an open net was not able to convert on that one as there was pressure coming up from behind. Flo throws that away. Kareem's going to kick that away nice and easy. Everyone is back for Montbéliard, and Yoruba is going to start mounting the attack. Unfortunate hit by Flo, not able to get down on it. Fuxi is still tired on the field, kicks it back to his teammate Mystics. It goes out to the center. Flo's going to collect it and start a little bit of a dribble play.
This one's brought to the Yoruba defense. Half trying to get something from this, but a little bit behind his teammate here, giving Yoruba an opportunity, but immediately cut out. But Flo always there to return this one, sends it long where it's met by Half, getting an awkward touch down, but Kareem there to deal with this one. Fuxi send this one up high. 2 players commit from Yoruba, nearly works out for them, but Half blocking them out. Mythic's trying to send this one for backboard, trying to go for the double tap, but unable to get above that one, and nearly. We're seeing a lot of very mechanical plays coming out from Yoruba. It's everything we can expect from the rival tier.
Yeah, it is fantastic. They are getting the touches they want. I don't think there's too many misplays. There's only really been one double commit. They were punished for it. It's a 1-1 game, so it's a 0-0 game essentially with 40 seconds left on the line. Here's Yoruba trying to make the last little pressure. They don't know that Montbéliard was low on boost. Look at them all, 0, 12. There is not a whole lot of boost on that Montbéliard team for the last 40 seconds here. Flo up there for the mechanics, trying to get the flip reset. Unfortunate, not able to. Fuxi is tired, is up there. He puts the pressure on, tried to get the read. What Kareem was going to do, Kareem slows it down, gets a flick, sends it out to Harv. Harv's going to make a last-ditch dribble, interrupted by Flo. Back to Robin as the countdown is 5 seconds. Are we going to get a last-minute shot? Are we going to get a last-minute goal? Or are we going to go to overtime? Overtime it is. Let's take it away, Dispatch.
And as the ball hits the ground, we do get the first overtime of the series, and Flo here trying to launch something, but immediately met out by Robin. This one sent back to defense, but a bit of a misplay there from Half. Kareem ready for this one, but awkwardly Flo maybe able to get an angle, and that one pixels away from disaster from Montbéliard, but dealt with fast as this one over the defense here. Might see a bump come out, but Kareem sending that one to the backboard. Fuxi with a bit of time here, tries to pop this one high. Tries to go for this one again, but met out by Kareem. Flo in the middle, tries to pop this one towards the net, but hard to bang this one out. Maybe with a chance for a double tap here. Tries to get this one on net, but too far underneath, unable to get anything. Kareem for this one. Sends this one middle. This one might go over Flo, and Half cutting in, able to get the opener, and game 1 goes to Montbéliard.
Was that a pinch? There was a block and a pinch by Kareem, sending it back over. Harv, thank God you had your ball cam on, was able to see the ball coming back this way, and just slots it back in. Takes the first game. What a nice matchup. Very evenly matched up. Essentially a 1-goal game. Not too many mistakes coming out there on the field. I think both teams have done a great job. Everyone's got some of their grand champ tags out there, a tournament winner tag. As you see there, the stats coming up. Field domination by Yoruba at 60%. However, Montbéliard just showing that it's not all about the domination, but the fact that you can capitalize on the mistakes when your opposing team makes it.
And yeah, we're also RL having a few issues with its game at the moment. Bit of a glitch showing the scoreboard in game as being in order by points, but kind of helping us here is we do see Montbéliard taking the top 3 spots by points in the lobby, so utter domination from them. But if you do look, Yoruba having a lot more shots from Montbéliard overall, but as we see Montbéliard returning that with a lot of saves coming out. We did see a lot of very deep play from Montbéliard, kind of sticking to their goal line, definitely doing what they can to combat Flo and his mechanical plays.
Can't remember, Dispatch. Who drew first blood on that game?
Was it Montbéliard? No, it was Yoruba. Montbéliard brought that one back, yeah.
Yeah, Montbéliard pulled that one out. So what's chat feeling? I see a couple Monts in there. What are we going to get a chant going for Yoruba, or are we going to get a chant for Montbéliard? Do I have to tell them to play the next game? I thought they were going to join right away.
We seem to be waiting for something, unless the streamer can inform us if there's any issues, because with RL's current issues, we can't even see who's in the lobby. As we try get into this second game here, we are met with, I believe, a few technical issues, but players join the lobby here now. Don't know what the indecision was about, but we only see one team joined here. We don't see anyone from Montbéliard on the field.
All right, that's. I think we're gonna have to say, oh, game crash. We have a game crash.
Alright, we will be seeing a lobby remake here, so we try to get back into this one, but I mean, it is a crash on the Montbéliard side, so coming off a win there, that does give Yoruba a little bit of time to think about what they need to do to combat this team. So, Sai, what do you think that Yoruba need to do to try and get themselves back equal with Montbéliard?
You know, I really didn't see a whole lot of mistakes, right? The first game was very evenly matched. Nobody was really throwing the ball away. Nobody really had a whole lot of space. I think what it came down to is just making sure you're making contact with the ball, whether it's a light touch or a hard touch, just making sure you're hitting it. There was no hesitation. There didn't seem to be any communication issues. There was not any problems on the goal line. Like I said, that was a great game. It was an overtime win. It was just, I think that last goal, Yoruba overextended themselves, left one man back, and just they had low boost, right? So it's. I don't think there's really anything they have to do. I think Yoruba, if they want to win, they have to play their game. I think Montbéliard played their game. They came out with demos. They played a physical game. So it was a little bit more in Montbéliard's favor. If Yoruba wants to play their game, I think they have to control the boost. Limit the speed of the Montbéliard team. Grab those mid boosts, making sure you're maintaining control there. And then you'll be able to slow the Montbéliard team down. You'll be able to do your more mechanical plays. And that way, I think you'll have a better chance of winning your game.
And yeah, definitely. We did see actually them starving out Montbéliard a few times. I remember a call that you made of two players being on zero boost in defense on Montbéliard, but surprising. So I do agree with you there. Yoruba not making much mistakes, but we did see quite a few mistakes on defense from Montbéliard actually when they did get stuck there. We saw a few misflips. Remember a few from Kareem on his backboard there, and they just really need to try to capitalize on that to be able to take the lead off such an aggressive Montbéliard side.
Yeah, I definitely agree. This is a great matchup. It's exciting to see. Unfortunately, that there was no script upset. Like I said, the beginning of this day, 2 hours ago, we didn't have any of those back teams make it all the way up here to challenge the gladiator of Montbéliard. And here we see Montbéliard taking the first game, saying, we're here for a reason, we're playing our game. Let's see if Yoruba can tip the scales and bring out what they did in the last series of, well, obviously it's going to have to be a reverse sweep at this point. But again, my heart still lies with Montbéliard.
And as we do try get into game two here, players joining up, and we finally get into the game after a few technical issues, and we start off here. We'll have to see what Yoruba tried to do, as they do get the offense here, but it's met by Robin. Sending this one straight into the path of Mythics, banging this one out by half. Left on low boost in the corner, unable to deal with this, but it gets a very strong touch off his corner. Pressure coming out from Flo here, touch over to Fuxi, but nothing comes of it as Flo himself having no boost, just forcing Robin to go. Kareem going for that one, not getting anything.
Oh, no.
Committing for that one, nothing coming of it. Fuxi try to get this one net. Kareem missing it. Mytix an open net and Robin diving in. Mytix has somehow found a goal through the Montbéliard defense, just not hitting the ball.
Nobody went for it. Mystics didn't go for that play. He didn't commit to that. He was on low boost with 20 boost. Yeah, I don't think he realized how cleared out Montbéliard was. They bumped themselves. There was a triple commit in that corner. It was an open net. Fuxi did the right job of trying to get it back to the midfield very quick. Kareem is trying to bring this from a kickoff back into their own zone. What a great play. What a great goal off that first one. And here we are. Montbéliard is going to be chasing again. What a fake by Harv to send Yoruba careening off the path. There's a double commit. And Yoruba is on again. It's 2-0.
I spoke about how strong this Montpellier defense was, but that's twice now there's been a double commit that's left them exposed, and you'll be quite questioning. But speaking on Harv there, he does hold himself to try go for fakes whenever possible, so I'm telling you now, we will be seeing a lot of that, as many people do know. He does like his fakes, but as we do see Harv unable to get a goal there, but with 4 minutes left and Uribe already 2-0 up, they've really got to try bring this to them as flow. Try and send this one to the corner here. Able to get past middle, but leaves it. Fuxi sending one wide into the corner where Kareem to correct this one now. Tries to air dribble it around, but met by Flo. Robin playing quite aggressive, trying to get this one down the backboard, but 50 down by Fuxi. Flo being a bit disruptive here. Kareem to the backboard, but nothing comes of it as mid takes to bang. Half with a bit of time. Tries to take it around one. Plays it low. 50-50 Fuchs here. 50-50 Flo as well. This one's trying to go up, but Mytik's down in the second man. Nothing to come of that attack, but Half taking on the entire team, but no support from his teammates to try and get a goal there. As a goal actually coming in here, another defensive mistake from Yoruba, and it's all going wrong for Montbelliard.
Is that 3 for Flo? Are all 3 goals from Flo? 3 goals from Flo?
He has 2, Mytix has 1.
Well, Flo is making himself known on the field. Fuxi apparently is not tired enough. He is still out there running the distance. Flo coming out with the demo and the 50. Robin has 0 boost now as Flo has taken him completely off the field. Kareem tries to control this, unfortunately low boost. Perhaps they listen to me. I'm seeing a lot of low boost again on the Montbelliard team on defense, and they're having to make some very bad decisions. Here's their opportunity. Kareem has some space. Fuxi tried to take him out. Unfortunately, Fuxi was taken out himself. Robin and Fuxi in the corner. Flo taking it away. Fuxi is trying to get the block. Was able to. Kareem is still on the ball. Sends it out. Fuxi is up there trying to get the pass. Low boost. Trying to make some low boost plays. Got full boost. Harv has to make a difficult decision to go for the ball. And he is being chased by Mystics back into their own end. Let's see if Montbelliard can get control and bring this one back.
And as we reach halfway in the game, you see no goal coming out from Flo, but one thing you spoke about when asked about what you really need to change, boost starving, we've seen a lot of that throughout this game. They've definitely figured out what they need to do to combat such an aggressive side, but Half once again rushing that one, Kareem rushing this one as well, and Flo bailing out his team once again to send that one across the net. Robin taking this one slow, pops in middle, but as Kareem actually double committing here, not expecting the touch, leaves that Half desperate for boost, decides to go boost over ball there, but Kareem ready to get this one. Half up for this one, but unable to make contact as Fuxi sends this one to the corner. Kareem waiting, unable to get anything. Robin sends this one to backboard with no boost though. Once again, they're trying to create these such aggressive plays on offense, but nothing comes of it as we see Mytix carrying it above the entire defense here. Maybe with a chance for a mid pass here, but a misflip allows Robin to collect this one and send it wide.
Ooh, Flo sending it into the corner. Robin and Flo are up. Robin is on the other team. I'm telling the wrong team is playing. Robin collects it in the corner. Is going to grab boost. Unfortunately, can't get the ball as well. Has got an opportunity here. Yoruba is just pelting it to Montbelliard. Montbelliard is not able to generate enough offense to get out of their own zone for long enough. Flo here, lots of boost, lots of opportunity for control. Harv sending it out middle. The whole team is sent away. What a save by Fuxi. 0 boost. Flo has nice control, is able to lift it up and away, gets the double tap. He's going to play it into the corner. Harv is going to collect it, got the boost and the ball. Here comes a nice solo play, was unable to control the dribble. He's now stuck with 0 boost and trying to get some disruption. Robin is going to hopefully get the read. Harv got a little bit of pads on the way, collects his corner boost. Robin sends it high, but it's not to the right team. Flows up there to collect it. Fuxi back to the other way. Mystics coming in as a third man. Fuxi is back. Long bomb. Nice sent away by Kareem. We have 30 seconds left, and with 30 seconds left, at about 10 seconds a goal, the opportunity for Montbelliard to come back in this game is just starting to dwindle.
And yeah, Rob lifting this one to a defense here, but by Mytics. But the one thing to look, especially for Montbelliard here, is how aggressive they do play. But with how little boost, they can make everything they got. But we did see a crazy pre-flip save from Fuxi to block Kareem of what could have maybe got Montbelliard back into this second game. But as we are tied up, we've really got to question what Montbelliard have to do, because they played very defensive but beaten out on saves by Yoruba here in the second game. They've definitely kind of changed up their playstyle. I think they've got a bit overconfident, and early on, Yoruba and Flo really putting the pressure on. It did bite them.
I wonder, we look at the stats here, the boost consumption by Montbéliard is 6,900, so still significantly higher. Oh, sorry, we've switched colors. Have we switched colors? Anyways, Montbéliard's boost consumption was significantly higher, 6,900 versus 5,900. So a significant boost consumption. So what happened? Was there efficiency down, or what was going on there? Obviously, Yoruba played the game that they wanted. A 3-0 shutting out Montbéliard, making a statement that says, yes, we have battled this way. We are here to stay. They were able to make better connections, I think smarter plays. Let's hope that Montbéliard is able to get their boost a little bit more under control, and they will be able to make a proper showing on this next game. It looks like the chat is cheering for Montbéliard as well, so Yoruba is the underdog in this whole story as we're going into Game 3.
And yeah, Montbéliard really, considering the first game, being able to win it on OT, and Yoruba coming back in the second, and what was really lights out Rocket League from them. It's very interesting to see how they managed to adapt so early on, but Mythics already bringing pressure forward. But talking about the boost consumption, definitely just trying to keep up the speed of Montbéliard, but nothing coming of it. Half trying to get past middle here, but his teammate is dead out. Might be an opportunity here. Mythics unable to get past. Gets this one in the back. Fuxi missing, predicting the defender to clear that one. Mythics been able to pick up the boost here. Tries to take this one slow. Tries to pop in middle, but with no flip, unable to get anything. Robin barely clearing the danger for his team. Half, again, playing very aggressive, try block out these shots. Fuxi sending this one middle, making both players commit. Half with no boost again, just circling for a long time there, unable to get anything. Mythics trying to send this one middle where Flo unable to get anything. Kareem with no boost getting clear again, and really just trying, they're playing very scrappy Rocket League, trying to get the ball out with zero boost. It's not looking good for Montbéliard.
That was a great first minute of pressure from Yoruba. And as they take control of the ball again, it looks like Montbéliard is not out of the woods. They are going to have to put up with more pressure again as they're just kicking the ball away. This might be because, again, they're low boost. They're not able to do a proper dribble. They're just kicking it away. There's a goal by Flo. Again, drawing first blood. He was the man of the hour last game with 2 goals. Here he is drawing the first goal right under Kareem. That looked like a little bit of a ghost touch. Unfortunately, Kareem probably had low boost, just had to make a predictive play, and it was not in the right position. 1-goal game for Yoruba.
And no defensive error coming out, but Flo tries to interrupt me here, trying to get a clip, but nothing comes of that one. Very threatening with his mechanics, but Kareem actually flipping over the ball, but he had 80 boost. It was a situation where they were fine. Kareem trying to use his boost here, but nothing able to come of it, and really trading blows. Very mechanical teams here, so both coming, but Mythics maybe getting thrown off by Half, flying in for that one, but nothing comes of it. Robin middle here, but Flo once again on the backboard, able to air dribble this one away. Pinches it high to his teammates, but Fuxi able to get this one out of Flo. Popping this one high, met already by Mythics, who trying to go up for the double tap, sends this one up. Flo, the backboard again, and constant pressure by Yoruba. Maybe a short opportunity here, but Half missing out on the redirect, and the bump coming on the third man there was the right play, but still no capitalization from Montbéliard.
I missed that bump. I was looking at something else apparently, but it has been a Yoruba game. Harv is going to do a dangerous play on the front of his goal line, but however they got away from it. There's a demo on the field. Mystics got rid of one player. Kareem is on 0 boost, maintains control of the ball. Good for him. Robin comes in for the little checkup. Unable to get them away from the ball. Harv hopefully going to get the read. He does. Does he get the second? No. Kareem is there. He gets the demo. Unfortunately, Harv kicked that away. Oh no! Robin sent it high and wide. Fuxi wants to get on the ball. He's now low boost. Looks like it's starting to... Montbéliard is waking up. Unfortunately, a nice easy shot to Robin. Mixis is going to send it up and away. He's going to be able to collect some boosts. And now Montbéliard is on the defense. They've got to collect it. He gets past 1, gets past 2. It's Mystics versus the team. Oh, almost faked himself out. Harv is in the corner collecting it. Robin is going to try and stuff it through 2. 2 of them are out there for Yoruba. Kareem up and down. And Fuxi sends it away. And it's back the other way again. The third man cutting in to control the midfield is really what's going to control the pace of this game. And Yoruba has done a fantastic job. However, Mount Belliard is not down and out. They have woke the sleeping giant, and we're about to see another 90 seconds of superior Rocket League.
And yeah, Harv getting the demo but saving his teammate's shot, that one's definitely got to hurt us. As we saw last game, they didn't get many chances and they weren't able to make this one count, as we actually see a cut in from Kareem here. This one going to the back post, and Mythics sending this one to his own net as we do get an equaliser, and Montbelliard back into this game 3.
Yeah, Kareem made the decision. He was low boost. I think he had less than 10, but he took the decision to turn around, cut the midfield down, take the shot. Both Yoruba teammates were in the corner trying to collect some sort of boost and tried to get back, just unfortunately not able to.
Yes, Fuchsi trying to send this one long here, cut out by Robin. A bit more confidence in midfield coming out from this Montbelliard side as Kareem nearly finding a goal there, trying to get a bump. Flo popping this one high to the middle. It's met by Mythics with a little bit of time now, but no boost. Tries to flick it over one, but Robin rushing him out, unable to get that one. Half left alone in the defense here, sends this one high. 2 demos coming out from the other Montbelliard players, but once again, nothing able to come of it. Fuchsi, no boost here, sending this one long. Bounces towards the backboard here, threatening, but Half able to deal with that one. Fuchsi tried cutting again, being out one. Kareem left awkward here, pops this one middle into the path of Mythics, but no shot coming out. Fuchsi up for this one off the backboard, but unfortunate for Yoruba, unable to get a goal there in what looks like could have been the end of the game.
Whoa! Flo made the mistake of trying to take out the Montbelliard player. I think that was Harv, who was trying to slow play it. Flo just about smacked it into his own net. There's another demo. Yoruba is not to be undone by the Montbelliard pressure. Here's a shot by Robin out in front. Whoa, with a save as we're on the 10-second line. Montbelliard putting on the pressure. There's a double commit by Yoruba. However, they do get away with it, and they buy themselves into overtime. Here's another kickoff opportunity to hopefully end this overtime in 12 seconds.
And yeah, second overtime of the series so far, as we do see Yoruba on the offense half. Popping this one over Flo. Robin there for that one. Mythics left in the corner with no boost, but scrambles to get that one. Picking up his saviour so far. Kareem unable to get a shot, but does get the demo out on Fuchsi. Flo send this one middle. Having to try get this one out is nearly met by Half. Kareem to the wall. 2 players up in the midfield from Yoruba, and awkward for Mythics, but Flo always there to bail his team out. Tries to pop it over one. Robin getting this one middle, but Fuchsi and Half in a game of chicken there, but Half decides to back out on that one. Half with an opportunity here, doesn't have any boost, tries to pop it over one. Mythics on the bad board, ready to deal with that one. Kareem popping this one down. This one to the corner here, where Half's waiting, both of them waiting for this one, and denying his teammate of what could have been the winner for Montbelliard.
What is going on in the midfield? There's cars jumping for joy, and nobody is touching the ball. Harv finally able to collect it, gets one off the back post, wanting more boost to be able to get it. Kareem says, "I got you, fam," and is able to get the rebound and stuff it under Yoruba. 1 minute and 2 seconds into overtime. Not quite the 12 seconds I predicted from a kickoff, but what a great finish to put that game away as we're looking towards game 4.
And take a 0 out of that, and you were pretty close to getting 12 seconds, 1 minute and 2 seconds. Pretty close numbers wise, so you can have a pat on the back for that one, but it is Yoruba's mistake that's their undoing, and we spoke earlier about how consistent they were in that first game, and just Montbelliard able to force something out, but 2 players missing in defense from Yoruba, and I believe Flo is the last man unable to get there, trusting his team fully, and in the end, quite unlucky that they weren't able to do anything. But after what was a steamrolling game 2 from Yoruba, we see Montbelliard actually here on match point.
That was fantastic, and I looked at the boost consumption again. Montbelliard is there, much higher boost consumption. Yoruba again with better field control. So this is kind of a game of inches. You know, one team has this better stat, the other team has this better stat. So really what it comes down to is who is going to play their game better. And obviously in this last game, Montbelliard was able to play that one way better and take control of that one. You know, they weren't as boost starved as the last game where Yoruba took control. So it is a fantastic gauntlet that they are going against each other. Chat is still here. The majority of chat is here for Ox Gang. So I don't know where Yoruba fans are, but they're clearly not loud enough because I see some copy pasta for Ox. but there's nothing for Yoruba. Where's that?
And yeah, I mean, I've made my prediction in favour of Montbéliard as well, so it seems like Yoruba will be needing a little bit of support. But after looking at the stats of that game, we did see equal shots and saves coming out for both teams, so quite well versed on the stat side when it comes to offense and defense, but it's all about the field control and controlling that boost. But it's quite interesting to see that Montbéliard using the most boost, but Yoruba getting the pitch control. It's very much invasive from Montbéliard, but keeping themselves quite passive on the defense.
It'll be interesting to see if they make another change to their playability again. I don't know. I didn't see any chat. I don't know if there's another problem with the game here, but we're not starting. They are having some more issues. All right, so Dispatch, we've got a pantomime again here. We could definitely talk to those last games to death, but why don't we talk about something a little bit more interesting? What are the implications of this game? What happens when, at the end of this game, who goes where?
Well, if Montbéliard win this next game, it goes 3-1 to them, so Yoruba will not allow them to happen. But one of these teams does have to go home, and the other will advance to lower bracket in playoffs, so it's all to fight for. This is the absolutely end of this play-ins gauntlet, so to say. So for both these teams, they're very much fighting for the one thing that matters the most, because if they want a chance of winning, which from the lower bracket is already difficult as it is, but the playing system changing this season, giving a little bit more opportunity to teams make that run into the lower bracket. So both these teams very much fighting for a chance to make it to playoffs.
When you're in the lower bracket, that is a do or die moment again. So all play-ins is do or die. And then you get into the lower bracket, and that's do or die. There's no second chances in the lower bracket. So you have to win every series. This is crazy. The amount of stress that each one of these players are undergoing has to be mind-boggling. I know not only when you're on stream, that adds a little bit of flavor. And obviously, I mean, you got to feel for Montbéliard. They've got chat lighting up here, giving them the support. They got to be feeling the love. Somebody let them know. Somebody send out a bat signal or something for Yoruba. I don't know if that's an Aztec man or whatever, but they need more people in here because they're not feeling the love. They're down by 1. This is match point here for Montbéliard. And Yoruba cannot lose another one in order to come away from this.
And Yoruba haven't even looked like the worst team, because we've seen 2 overtime wins from Montbéliard, but absolute steamroll 3-0 of game 2, so there is still life in them yet, but there's always that mental factor. Losing 2 overtimes, they've really got to be thinking of how clinical can they be when it matters. But with the play-ins pressure, I mean, I've not played play-ins before, it's a new format, but having played a fair amount of my playoffs in RSC, I know it's like to have that pressure on you. So these teams right now, I cannot imagine what they're even feeling, because they've got to play a series here, Montbéliard as well. They've got to be feeling the pressure because they're 1 game away from making playoffs.
Yeah, and that starts to be the question, right? Is in this game, with this match point game, if you're Montbéliard and you strike first, you get the first goal. What's the expression? Park the bus? Do you park the bus? Do you lay back a bit? Do you sit on your laurels? Do you hope that you can just defend the rest of the way? Or do you just keep trying to put the pressure on? And if you're Yoruba, do you take the same stance? I mean, in my mind, if I'm Yoruba and I score once, I'm going to keep the pressure going because I need the momentum. I wouldn't stretch myself. I'd play a little cautious, but I definitely wouldn't be protecting the midline as badly as I think if I was Montbéliard. If I get the first goal on Montbéliard, I am going to try and control that middle line. It looks like they're all ready. I don't know if they're waiting for a message from me or from you, but I can still pantomime as long as we need here.
No, yeah, we've definitely got to be questioning Yoruba, because as you said, for quite a while now, they have had the pitch advantage, so if they get their goal up, we'll definitely be seeing aggression from them, because they've been the team that's boxed in Montbéliard. Montbéliard have been the team in this series so far that have really been kept on their goal line, playing quite deep, so if they do go goal up, it'll be interesting to see what the opposites in play styles will be, but as we do get into Game 4, we're about to go and see.
Here we go. This is exciting. A kickoff favor in, I hope what's Montbéliard's time. Kareem throws that on the net, makes Fuxi make an awkward save. Harv is going to try and coordinate and slot it, and it goes in. Wow, I don't think anyone thought that was going in. That was not the slowest goal we've seen today, but it certainly didn't have a whole lot of pep in its step. Fuchsie, again, stuck without a whole lot of boost, was not able to collect anything, went for more pressure, couldn't get that pad, and just not able to get the one goal. So now, Montbéliard, did you hear what I had to say? Are you going to control the midline now, or are you going to keep on the pressure? Let's find out. We got another 4 minutes and 40 seconds to see who wants this more.
And as you see, Fuchsie send this one up to the back board, trying to get double tap, but unable to get anything. Mitik's back flipping here, half trying to get another goal. This one pinches forward, he's up for this one. This one trying to send it to the backboard, and Robin missing out what was a crucial opportunity to send Montbéliard 2 up. The pressure coming out, but the one thing I was going to say before is we've seen Montbéliard starve the boost, but if they can starve out Yoruba, what are we going to see from them? Because Harv turning in early on that ball with 0 boost, able to get an opener for his team. Be very interesting to see what they can do when they start flipping the script.
Yeah, Montbéliard in control of boost would be a scary thing. If they're able to squeeze Yoruba down to nothing, there's a demo on the field. Instead of just carrying on across to challenge him in the corner, Kareem turned to just give him a smooch right on the face. There's, 3 more demos? Is there going to be any cars left? Did we turn into a demolition derby? Is this still Rocket League? What happened? Mystics is up to send it down. Harv receives the pass. Is unfortunately not someone there to take it any further. Flo is going to try and cut in. Kareem kicking this away. Fuchsie still tired, still playing his best. Mystics throws a nice soft shot down to Harv. Harv's going to try and just collect it, slow roll it. I'm guessing he doesn't have a whole lot of boost. There he is. Flo up, Robin up. Everyone's up. The ball is not in the net, so that's a good sign. Fuchsie kicks it away. Kareem unable to get the next touch. Robin puts it down and away. Says, see you later. Mystics punts him off of the ball. Flo throws it on the net. Robin tried to collect it, kicked it up a little bit too high. Kareem is there to support. Fuchsie kicks it back in. 0 boost for him, but he's going to try and go across the other way. However, it's back down to the Yoruba zone. Mystics has to keep cycling out. Fuchsie kicks it away. See, he should have tried to take an opportunity to take a little bit more control, and he's throwing it away. Harv gets a nice easy read off the backboard as both Yoruba defense players could not get the read. They were trying to get back way too quick. Committed and just slightly missed. Montbéliard is up by 2 on match point.
Speaking of throwing it away, we do see Yoruba throwing 2 players the ball then, unable to get it. Flo just find his teammate unable to get something as Fuchsie with an open net, firing that one to the backboard, unable to get Yoruba back into this game, but Flo, maybe an opportunity of his own, immediately cut out by Kareem here. The aggression really coming early as we do see a bit of an infield play.
Here we go.
Mitik trying to send this one to the backboard, unable to get above that one. Flo trying to send this one middle, but Fuchsie poaching in the box there, unable to get anything. Mitik's no boost middle, trying to send this ball right into the defense, but Flo getting an awkward 50-50. Fuchsie with no boost, unable to get anything. Mitik's left alone here, half trying to get a 50-50.
What a 50!
Skates by the net and nothing able to come on that one, and that would have absolutely buried this Yoruba side, sending them 3-0 up as we see Flo trying to prevent that from happening here, trying to fire one on net, but Harv ready to deal with this one. A mystery coming out from him. Kareem trying to send this one high to the backboard. Flo trying to block, missing this one. Maybe an opportunity for Robin here, trying to fake out one, but dealt with quickly. Mitix in the corner here, getting immediately rushed out, and how aggressive are Montbéliard playing. They really trying to bring this one as Flo with an opportunity there, unable to get it. Robin left on the backboard here and deals with that very safely, and for now Montbéliard looking quite fine, playing very aggressive out of defense and trying to do what they can, but unless Yoruba manages to make something magical happen, looks like Montbéliard will be taking this away.
I don't know. I'm not counting them out yet because right now the pressure has mounted heavily on the Montbéliard side. Yoruba has been controlling the ball for about the last 30-40 seconds. They've been boost starving. I say this now, but they have been boost starving. They've been controlling the midfield line, and if they are able to keep this pressure going, I think Montbéliard might crack on the defensive side. However, if they keep letting Montbéliard break out of their own zone and collect these mid boosts as you see Kareem do, then yeah, it is going to be over. Harv has a great control. He's got 0 boost, but it doesn't matter as he collects that corner steal. Flo breaks out the other way. Fuxi tried to send it up to Flo. It's a little too hard. That's okay. Fuxi's back there to collect it himself. And, excuse me, Mystics tries to get that 50. Flo tried to control the ball. Fuxi's there to pick it up. He's got low boost. He can't do anything here, so he's just going to pop it a little bit. Tries for the 50-50. Harv gets away for that one. The seconds are counting down. We can't count it out until we're at 1 second, because at 2 seconds, you could get a bad kickoff goal. There it is. What a great showing by Yoruba. Your season is done. However, you face Montbéliard. You should hold your heads high. That was a great showing. That was nothing to lose your head about. There was not a whole lot of mistakes. And thank you for playing in this season.
And yeah, got to look there. Harv having 300 points more than both his teammates, really putting and showing. Did not want to let that lead slip for them. As we do see Montbéliard taking down Yoruba 3-1, advancing to the lower bracket in playoffs. They have made it there. Missing out after being third place in league play. They've got to be happy to make it into that bracket. It's not the upper bracket, but I believe the lower bracket will do for them, and they will be looking to try and make a lower bracket run in playoffs.
Yeah, that is a lot of games you got to be staring down. That's a lot of teams you have to face in order to get through. I mean, even on the upper bracket, that's a fair amount of teams you have to face as well. But when every series on the lower bracket, you can't strategize. You just whatever team you're dealt is who you have to play against. The advantage on the upper bracket is you could take a calculated risk. You can look at it and go, okay, you know what? I can play this other team, and I think we have a better chance against them because our play style is a little better. You have that option, so you don't have to throw yourself as hard as a game, because if you lose that one, you'd be okay. But in the lower bracket, there's no second chances. There's no second life. There's no green mushroom in this lower bracket. You have it or you don't.
And yeah, we saw a lot of adaptability coming out from Montbéliard, actually. Able to play quite passive and quite aggressive. Like a team that can really match up against anyone, but we'll be trying to get Harv in from Montbéliard for an interview so we can ask him some questions, because I know he'll definitely be feeling good about that series. So as we wait on him, any final thoughts on the series side?
Yes, definitely. I think this is an important thing to send out for anyone who's going to be streamed. Make sure your teammates and your friends and your supporters are in chat. Because if this game is anything, this series is anything, it was clear that there was far more Oxgang here supporting Montbéliard. So I think we could draw a correlation there, a nice tangential line here to say those 2 points are connected. So you definitely need to have, there's the chat lighting up again. You definitely need your friends here cheering you on in order to win in a best of 5 and a best of 7.
And we do have the fan favorite joining us. Hey Harv, how you doing, mate?
I'm good. Just nervous. Sorry. I'm just nervous.
Hey Potter, do we got a buffer here? We might need to bleep him out here. He's a little bit excited.
I'm nervous.
Well, that was quite the game and quite the showing. I was quite impressed with a couple of the opportunities where you took to slow the game down. You could see that your teammates had the support. They knew when you were slowing the game down, because it was mostly on the defensive side. You took the opportunity, maybe you were low boost, to allow everyone else to reset. There was a couple fakes up high in the corner. You basically let Yoruba play themselves out, and then you controlled the ball and sent it away.
I trust my team quite a lot. So for me to catch that ball and not let them panic is a big step forward for us, because we don't normally do that type of stuff. But my team, I think in the day-to-day, we're just better. We played so much better than we usually do. I peaked out of my mind in the defense. I got like 11 saves the whole series, maybe 12. But I love my team, W's. And Sky's a very good coach. He helped us out quite a lot.
And yeah, how did it feel, especially after that second game? We did see 2 overtime wins for you in game 1 and 3. How did it feel after that second game? Because it was a 3-0 lights out Rocket League coming out from Yoruba. What was it like for your mentality to try to bounce back after that?
Yeah, that second game that we played and lost 3-0, it was kind of that mental reset for us, where we realized that these guys actually can play Rocket League and play the game. But after that, we kind of didn't really care about them and played our game, and we won off of it. There was a couple ping issues as well, but we're taking it.
Mm.
It looks like the chat is a little bit active for you guys, and Hecky, G Fuel #1 supporter, was a little bit disappointed that you didn't give him kudos as well. So what do you have to say to him?
He gave us a very good pep talk. It was like 4 words. Amazing pep talk. He's dummy.
Can always rely on Hecky. But any final words to finish this off?
On to the playoffs. We're gonna give you guys a show. And GG's to Shaman. Flo's a beast. I love that man.
Well, we definitely appreciate you coming in here and giving us an opportunity to give you an interview. What an amazing game between Montbéliard and Yoruba. That was a fantastic showing. It was a 3-1. We didn't get the total 5 games, but I think everyone here can agree we were on the edge of our seat the whole way. It was a little bit of back and forth, but in the end, Montbéliard clearly taking that one away. They are in the playoffs, secured in the lower bracket. So now you've got to tune in the next time we are live to see how everything plays out. There's more action at RSC. We're only in the Rival Series. We have so many more games ahead of us. Dispatch, do we have anything else to say before we close it out?
Not much to say now. It's been a great evening, but thank you to all of RSC sponsors, Versus, Lunar Organization, Badass, and HyperX for all making this possible. We would not have the absolutely amazing streams, the graphics, or even the amazing Rocket League and prize pools to make it as interesting as it has been. So very much thank you for them, and I'm just excited for playoffs. I can't wait to see what these teams can do.
I agree. It's this is my first season officially watching and being invested in RSC, and I got to tell you, sitting in this booth across from you, Dispatch, and everyone else that I've had, our producers, Potter, everyone, it's fantastic to be involved in this group, and it's exciting to see where the upsets go, where the champions are going to come out of. And thank you again, Chad, and everyone else who tuned in. From me, thank you, and I'm going to say goodnight. If there's anything else you want to say, Dispatch, here's your last chance.
That's pretty much everything from me. You've pretty much taken everything I was going to say overall. There isn't really much you can say in these situations, but it's always a pleasure to cast RSC, and yeah, nice to be back in... Well, I haven't even actually been in the booth with you, but a bit of a reunite from us because we've spoken previously about some RSCNA history, so to have us paired up is quite nice. It's been a great evening and some great games of Rocket League, but that will be everything from us tonight, so tune in to the next games that RSC has to offer because you'll definitely not want to miss what's coming up.
Good night.
I'ma get it right, dead on sight like been down and I'ma get it right, dead on sight like never really know when you're gonna go. Why you gotta put another foot in front of yours? Bury them toes, carry them close. I was never one to care about my mentos. I was like froze, now I'm on floor. Give me that smoke, but I can't get high. We do the most, here to inspire. Doing what I'm supposed, but I can't get tired. Run for your life every night. See in the dark, blind by the light. I got the team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crush it. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is I was made for this, paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right, dead on sight like. First off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crush it. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is I was made for this, paid for this, yeah, slave for this.